So, our story started a month and a half ago, on the first day of planting, when 4 normal folk were drawn together to investigate a haunted house. Finding this to be a facade for a smuggling operation, you made a move and captured the vessel the Sea Ghost. It was here you found an unlikely cargo. Next to the usual ale and cloths, you found weapons, and more so weapons linked to the lizard folk. The Saltmarsh Council, fearing the lizard folk were planning to strike against the town, sent you to find out their plan. You found the lizard folk were not the enemy in this situation, and the true fear is that of the Sawagan. It's a bit while since I've said that. Who pushed the lizard folk from their home and now grow their forces. With your help, an alliance you've made with the lizard folk, they now work with Saltmarsh, and you united against the greater threat.
You're missing a key detail there.
You tried to seduce the lizard folk queen?
She was hot.
She was a lizard.
She was a lizard.
She was not hot.
I will fuck anything in this campaign.
A break from adventuring led you to get supplies for the festival that was to be hosted in your honour by Gellin, one of your main contacts in town. This simple journey was not so simple when you had a surprisingly familiar cargo. You remember?
I wasn't even
It was a
listening.
doppelganger. You can't.
Am I supposed to listen? Sorry.
It's for your benefit, guys.
Well, you had a surprisingly familiar cargo and unearthed an underground religion worshipping giant beavers, which they had suspected from the very beginning.
I feel like one might need an explanation for that.
No, I don't. And that's perfect.
All in all, the beavers were slain, and that's all you needed to know. After overcoming these troubles, you enjoyed an exciting festival with games, drinking, and some heartfelt songs from Ozzy. It was at this festival you met Albrecht, who tasked you with finding his long-lost ship that had recently been seen floating adrift near Saltmarsh. Little did he know, his ship had been taken over by the servant of Lola, the demon queen of spiders. You fought 8-legged freaks whilst trying to recover the box, and your task hurried by the attack of a giant elder octopus. You escaped with the box as the ship was pulled down to the murky depths. After this, you returned to the Soul of Winter to take you home. And this brought us to the last session, where you had some conversations with the captain of the Soul of Winter, discussing why the threat had come, but you decided the box was probably not the reason, so you decided to take it back to Albrecht. You took it back, and were rewarded with, I think it was 51,000 gold you got in the end, something along those lines. Rewarded with the prize that he'd dictated, as well as a little more for your troubles. Scarrick, whilst on the journey back, you took a look at the weaponry and made notes so you could build your own. Ozzy, you tried to open the box, to no avail, except some lightning and a lot of pain. You had a dream on the way back, Scarrick. You've been having a reoccurring dream where you're seeing a fire and a sort of demonic face. And your vision changed on the way back this time. It was one of you flying above a mountain range that you recognised to be somewhere near your home. Having now the helmet of telepathy, you were offered to have it performed on your self-pie card, however you refused. And you keep having a repeated vision of being on your ship, having someone come up behind you, a pain in your arm, and then falling into the ocean with the sky red above you. So, after this short journey, you gave the box back. He paid you your reward, which Anders converted. Whilst you were at the Anders complex receiving your reward, Ozzy did try to infiltrate the house a little bit. However, you were followed by his handy butler, Skerrin.
Oh, he was handy, alright.
He took you all the way to the toilet and back. Albrecht said he was leaving on the 15th and heading home, and he offered you a welcome place if you were ever in his area. You then went to Zendaros, who is the magical merchant in the village of Saltmarsh. You picked up your bag of tricks and declined the bag of beans. And you've requested a few more items. I believe the braces you're waiting on, the cloak of protection, goggles of dark vision, and also a shield of some sorts.
Styles did ask for something extra as well.
What did you ask for?
Something to help him be better.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right, yeah, he went back in, didn't he?
Went back, snuck back in.
In game time, however, we're on a very similar day, so it'll take some time to get that. Quite a lot of time, I think. You walked out of that conversation, Ozzy, when the conversation turned to IUs again. IUs is the land in the north of this realm, which is ruled by a sort of tyrannical overlord, and it has a lot of bad history. Most tiefling people, like Ozzy, are from this area, but Ozzy doesn't know where he's from.
I was an orphan.
He was an orphan. You went to the empty net to drown your sorrows, and that is where you got some drugs, which you haven't taken yet, but you have them. And that's the main.
Yeah, well, you went to the toilet with another man.
Yeah, I did.
To the toilet with another man.
This sounds like it's been brilliant, by the way. Out of context.
You also met Palwise. Palwise, the invisible hands, who was always telling you that he's waving because you couldn't see. Instantly connecting with him, Picard, with you having a spiritual arm. You decide to try and find out a bit more. However, things turned a little bit south when you tried to kill him in front of everyone in the pub.
They were immediately south. You didn't give him a chance.
Yeah.
He was a rude
Classic
bastard.
Alex.
Luckily, it was thwarted by your friends, and you walked back across the water with one of your new spells to your boat. Gavin and Davin then came the next day and gifted Scarrick your new ship's forge, which they have installed.
Nice.
After this, you noticed a very vibrant spectacle of a ship in the harbour, which you knew to be the Ruby of the Seas. And this is a ship that trades in gems across the coast of Saltmarsh. And you went on and sold some of your loot, and also offered a very meagre amount to buy some small gems. And as you were leaving this ship, coming back into town on the 16th of flock time, that was when Kira came down the street from a small fishing vessel and called out to you, Picard.
Little Japanese
Brother.
Little backpack.
I thought it was going to be a sexy wife or something.
Oh man, he was going in for a kiss.
Yeah.
Spider robot companion.
And that is where our session begins, with Kira and Picard embracing together in the street all year round, and the general day rolling on.
Oh, sister, is it? That's not what I expected, but
Holy shit, Picard's got a sister.
You didn't really say anything about family.
well, if I'm honest, I was having visions of an attractive young lady, and I had hoped for a romantic connection, but that is fine. Sisters are also important. Hello, sister.
Okay, firstly, I thought you were dead.
Well, you wouldn't be the first to think that.
And do you not recognise me? What's happened to you? Who the hell are these people? What?
Hi.
Scout's blade fall at your service, milady.
Hello.
We are the Mr. Men.
And the scene you see before you is this.
No, we've not quite decided on
That is definitely the name.
It is set in stone.
No, it's not.
I've got a badge.
You recognise your brother before you. He's an older brother, he's slightly more aged than you, and a bit weather-worn. However, his clothes are neat and respectable, and in a naval fashion. The only thing that's different to you is one of his arms is coated in a large sort of leather armament that comes all the way down and links to a glove. Next to him is I think you're about 7 foot tall, quite
Like 6.5.
a very tall tiefling with purple skin and curled horns that wrap around in probably
This
some
guy.
of the most vibrant clothing you've seen. He has a guitar strapped to his
I think I've
back
seen that.
and a huge toothy grin. In contrast to the 7 foot giant, you have Scarrick, who is a dwarf. And The main things that strike you here is his large white beard, his glassed over eye, and his blacksmith's attire. As well, he's probably have you got your helmet on?
Yeah, I said I'd generally be wearing it. Yeah.
As well as
Just in case. If I'm near water, I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
this specimen of a helmet that he has here. In the shadows of the group, you see a dark figure wearing dark clothes.
You can't, you can't miss him. you heard him before you saw him.
Well, that's slightly to his side with his cape
Looking like he's
across
trying
his
to hide,
face.
but surely that wouldn't be hiding.
You see Styles. Styles is the rogue of the group. He has, I think, he has long black hair.
Yeah.
You're wearing a black cloak and normal leather armor, and you can see there's pockets for daggers, and you recognise his trade by his appearance.
Cool.
And that is the cast that you see before you.
Hi guys.
I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at?
Is she fit, or is it Pykard with long hair?
So Kira's
Yes, and
attractive.
yes.
So yes.
With a bald spot.
Kira's attractive. However, in her current state, she looks dishevelled. Her orange shoulder-length hair is matted and dirty. She is wearing what seemed to be a grey sort of smock. However, coming from the fishing boat, they wrapped one of their thick woolen cloaks around her, so she's warm. She looks... her face is dirty, and she just looks like she's been malnourished.
As after Scarrick introduced himself, then I walk over to you and say, "Hi, miss. My name is Ozzy Haleborn," and I put my hand on my shoulder and cast prestidigitation.
Yeah.
And like your outfit, your face, like you're completely like cleaned up and you look brand spanking new.
Oh.
And I turn to Piker. Piker, you didn't tell me you had a sister.
I say, don't you dare clean my sister! You rot!
Really, you should be asking about stuff like that. You can't just do that.
Well, I assume she didn't want to be dirty.
I say, you keep an eye on this one. He's a real root rat of a bloke.
I am indeed. I am.
Well, thanks nonetheless. I actually think I needed that. It's been a journey.
Yeah, well, you don't know where that hand's been.
I'll tell you where it's
I can
been.
assure you, you're much dirtier now than you were before.
I hold my hand out after touching you, and you hear this like intense caw, like I don't know how you would describe a dragon caw, but
So like a screech.
a screech,
I've got a little screech, but
and then coming flying down.
How long have you been holding that?
under the table.
You see this red dragon, which looks like that, but is like
Okay.
it's not like a full size dragon. It's like this big. or
Okay,
something.
cool.
Yeah.
Comes down, lands on my hand, like comes up and like just nestles herself around my neck on my shoulders.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm a dragon, no big deal.
Cool, good for you. Look, Pykard, where have you been?
I have at least 4 questions for you. Who am I? What am I? Who are you? Where are we from? Was that 4?
That was more.
Aye, that was
I've got more.
I felt like you had more.
I have answers to all those things. Maybe we should talk.
Aye, shall we go back to the
Yeah.
ship, maybe, and sit down, have a
I was
drink?
thinking the pub, but shit
Alright,
works.
aye, we can go
I have a revolving bed.
That's not a detail
Not to talk about that.
he needs to know.
Maybe we should go to the pub.
Aye, the pub sounds like good.
Very
Which
good.
pub would you like to go to?
Not the bad one.
Not the You'd like to go to the snapping line.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit more respectable. Isn't it?
So you make your way along the street from the docks, down the narrow street to the snapping line. We'll say at this point, it's probably, I think you woke up and went to Ruby to see your interaction with Thingy, so it's probably midday, sort of lunchtime. The pub's fairly empty, there's a few locals in there just eating, but as you go in, you easily find a table, and the man behind the bar comes over and asks what you want. What would you like to drink?
Maybe a round of whatever's on for lunch. That would be great.
Hey, this will be interesting. Let's see what Kira orders, because this guy don't fucking...
Kira's not here.
Wait.
Well, I thought you guys have gone to the pub while we...
No, we're all going to
Oh,
the pub.
no.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Get somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 rums and an ale.
Oh,
fucking drinks. She fucking
Jesus
drinks.
Wow.
Alright, aye, and maybe some grub to go with it too. I'll take it, whatever the cost is.
Okay, no problem.
And a picture of claw wine.
Oh, aye. Better get
oh,
some
yeah,
of the
get on it.
speciality
Local
on.
delicacy.
It's past midday.
Right then. I will get that for you, and I will let you know how much it costs.
Thank you very much. You haven't told us that you've been in contact, have you?
No, so
So how did
sure
you
there was
find
one-
her? As, like,
maybe.
have you been talking to this?
I've been talking
this
to
one?
my special compass, and sometimes
right.
it talk back.
The sanding stone.
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
I see.
And I've been hearing faint whispers, and I've been relaying our locations to it.
Did you fall in love with the voice?
Don't you think
I mean, it
Captain-
sounded like a lovely lady's voice. And I've been having dreams of a beautiful lady and
You don't dream. You don't sleep.
You really should have been telling us. this,
daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
Yes.
Captain. It's important information. I think we should be.
It's my business, private business.
It might not have been wise you just sending our location out to anybody. You
I've
know, it
been
was on the end of it.
every day I've been relaying where we are, exact coordinates, all of our important details, my PIN number,
How much money you have on us?
yeah, how much gold I'm carrying, always, every day, in the hopes that somebody would find us, somebody who knew me, and they have.
And I did. I just can't believe it.
I must confess, I do not recognise you. My story is quite brief and short. I woke up on the beach. These men, Mr. Men, found me.
Just me.
And I appear to be missing an arm, but it is also a ghost arm. And then I sort of, I lift up my hand and I trigger. So it's currently leather clad, so it looks more normal. But if I activate my ghostly arm, the leather just falls away, and there is a blue ethereal arm. Then this is what I was left with. And
Wait, so this is like you've not seen him like this before?
is this new? Did I always have this?
The last time I saw you, I thought you were killed, so this is a upgrade as far as I'm concerned. So wait, you don't remember anything before waking up when?
On the beach, and I get
Stop touching me,
don't touch me.
Don't mic me up.
And how long ago was the beach incident? How long have we been doing
been
this?
Yeah, it was on the first day when you arrived, so a month and a half. So
A month and a half ago.
I feel like we've been together
45
longer than
days,
that.
Yes.
It's like years.
I get faint wisps of the sea, of shippery, of all sorts, but nothing concrete. And of course, there is the aforementioned visions I get where I've seen
Bosun.
you. Bosun.
You learned
That's a
that
ship
word.
term. Bosun. I remember that. But yes, I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank on.
So you don't remember who I am, who our family was, your name, anything?
My name is Pike Card. That's
Your last name? You have a last name?
Oh my god, he has a last name. I
That's not my last name.
Holy hell!
thought his last name was Ard.
And as you're talking, the food gets brought over. He brings a 2-gallon pitcher of ale that he pops in the middle with cups around, rum for you, and there's a spread of fresh fish, bread, all on the large board, and 2 cold.
Aye, no problem, mate. Go
Well,
on.
I have a question for you. Like me and Scarrick have got a bit of a bet going on. The Picard is from a really posh, pretentious family. So, is he?
Yes, tell me about our family.
Okay, where do I begin?
Wealthy, I believe. Of course.
I mean, we've been called worse than that. But yeah, I mean, we grew up in Hardby. You not remember Hardby?
Hardby?
Remember our parents?
Hardly.
No, I presume they were lords and ladies.
Well, yeah,
damn right.
Christopher and Sophia, we were the Lockwood family.
The Lockwood. I remember that name from that Amazon series about D&D.
Wait, so you're Picard Lockwood?
Picard Lockwood.
Does
It sounds fancy.
does the family name ring any bells?
Make a history.
Yeah.
Has Picard ever watched Fox Machina? That's the question.
19.
19.
Mine's lower than that. I rolled a 5 plus probably nothing.
No, 4.
4. Okay. I think styles, there's a chance you've heard of Lockwood. For you, it would be more you've seen a stamp with their name on cargo. You've never really met the family or anything like that, but you've seen crates with their sort of sigil on.
Yeah. So, Lockwood, aren't there some merchants, or would I see your cargo going around?
We were merchant sailor family, like I said, out of Hardby.
Sailor family.
Ringing any bells?
No, but I like the sound of those bells. Lockwood.
Bells are not ringing.
They're not ringing, but I like the sound. Lockwood, Pike Card Lockwood. Yes, that is a name that carries some distinguish, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess so.
Absolutely, you would. What about our ships? We must have ships, a mighty fleet.
Surely you haven't got a bigger fleet than what we got now.
Yes, we've got the Sea Ghost, and I don't know what we call the second.
We've got a
one.
boat in the box.
Yep.
Has that got a name?
Boat in
Yeah,
the
we
boat face.
named it.
Yeah, we did.
Spectre.
Spectre?
Spectre.
Or Ghost? No.
No, Spectre. Ghost Spectre.
Spectre?
Spectre. It's got a name.
Phantom.
Phantom.
Banshee?
I like Spectre.
Right? Probably should have written the name of the boat down somewhere, didn't we?
At this point, you look across the table and
Am I
see
writing down? No,
the
Lockwood.
only thing you've put down is a large jug with a lobster claw sticking out. You pour yourself some and take a sip while they bicker about the name of the ship.
Oh, wait, I probably should have warned you there.
This is the claw wine. It is, you can tell it's wine, however it has a distinct fishy taste. Made from lobsters.
How did you find that? It's a local delicacy, but it's quite intense.
Not bad.
Tastes like shit, but it does the job.
I like it. So, yes, we had a ship. We had a few.
Had? Shit.
I think I just need to tell you about the last time I saw you.
That would be most helpful.
Okay, the first thing to say is
Do you need some background music while you tell the story?
that might help.
Add some drama.
This is going to be pretty dramatic.
I'll switch to mine.
Let me drop the key.
I mean, I have to tell you, Picard. Mother and father are dead.
Oh. Two people I don't know are dead.
I'm like proper tearing.
Oh. That is poor news. That is poor news, yes. I'm very sorry to hear that. And what of their fortune?
Well, it was a bit complicated. We were on our way out for a business deal that would set up the family name even beyond their lives. A business deal. A deal of business. But we were attacked.
Attacked by whom?
Fucking pirates, that's...
Fucking pirates. The worst kind of pirates.
Yeah, the last time I saw you, we were on our ship under attack. Oh, this is helping. I want to start like Tenacious D.
Then we were attacked by the dead.
Look out! The last thing I saw was you being approached by a shadow from the other ship. I screamed your name.
My God. That's my name.
What's his last name?
The ship was on fire. Our ship, the Crimson Serpent.
Crimson Serpent. What a sexy name.
Is a rat name.
Serpent.
The Crimson Serpent sails on the seas.
Hey, Kira,
Sorry,
I'm doing
sorry.
good. I'm Bob. You didn't tell me I had such a good voice.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. Might be another bard.
And that was the last thing I saw of you. There was an explosion. I woke up on the pirate ship.
You woke up on the pirate ship?
Yeah, they've I was their captive.
Holy shit. How did you get away?
Well, a month or so after that, we were speaking through the seeing stones. I could only do it every once in a while because I kept it in my cell. They told me they were moving me. I hid in my ass.
It's one of those muffled sounds on some nights.
In my cell. They were moving me. And then another sea battle broke out. These fucking pirates.
These goddamn pirates.
And the next time I woke up, I was on a Navy vessel. I was rescued by them. I eventually bartered my way on on another merchant vessel when I knew where you were.
Did you lose any body parts?
No,
You got ghost
just a part of
titties?
my soul.
Got ghost titties?
You leave her ghost breasts alone.
Anyway, so how did you end up with these people? You're
Well-
not pirates too, are you?
No. I'm the local blacksmith actually, and this is my friend.
Oh, you might have. You ever heard of Crossbows? We will have. Crossbows and Roses? That was my band.
Sorry, no.
We just found him on the beach, so I took him in.
They were very
We've
gracious.
together
to-
ever since, haven't we, Mr.
Yes,
Picard?
we formed a band of merry men
Yeah.
called the Mr. Men.
Not an actual band.
Band
Not actually beside on Mr. Men either.
100%.
Styles, why don't you tell her where you're from?
Here and there.
He's from here and
Never
there.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just up north. Small fishing village. Yeah, Style Seaborn. You won't have heard of me. Hopefully.
But we began doing jobs together, odd jobs for odd fellows, and
We'll
here
get
we
back.
are.
We'll get back. We've formed a bit of a tight bond recently.
We're sort of, we're men for hire.
Oh! Holy shit! You know the big beaver problem? We sorted it out.
Yes.
Good. Good for you.
Yes.
Well done.
I wrote a song about it.
But also good
Yeah.
for you.
I'll play it later.
Okay.
I'll play it. This is more fun.
You don't smoke, do you? You want to smoke on the pipe?
No, I won't.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a bit of a frail state right now. I'll just net my other room.
So, I got a question. Does this guy drink? You a big drinker?
Well, he was a bit straight-laced.
How does it sound?
How about eat? Have you ever seen him eat?
Sure, yeah.
Aye, well, he doesn't do that.
I must confess, dear sister, since the chappies found me on the beach, I've been out of sorts, especially with this ghost arm. I
Not
trigger
quite
it
got his
again.
appetite back.
I've had trouble sleeping and eating and drinking and breathing
And urinate.
and urinating.
And being an upstanding citizen.
I must confess, I don't feel all there. I just,
Well, you're here in front of me now, and that's all that matters.
darn tootin'.
Does he have a history of
I
halfling?
didn't say that before.
Halfling.
Been practicing.
To my knowledge.
No halfling tried to kill your mother or anything like that. No.
No.
He seems to have a grudge
He's
against
got
them
a bit
at
of
the
a
moment.
bloodlust at the moment.
I'm not a prejudiced man,
Well,
but that tiny little freak really irks me.
The only prejudice we both shared was against piracy.
Yes, and women.
Interesting.
well, yeah. Did you work on the ship with Picard?
Various for a time, but he joined the
That
Marines.
explains.
Yes.
Oh, that might explain that then.
Did he
Like
ever hold the
Navy
rank of
Marines.
captain?
Yeah.
He was
Read the
definitely-
backstory furiously.
Yeah, so you both captained your own vessels,
Yeah,
merchant
yeah.
vessels, and in the Marines, I don't think you would have had an admiral. Right?
Wait, a woman captain? You hear that, Picard? A woman captaining in a ship.
Something doesn't sound right about her story. She could
Inside check.
be a pretender.
Okay, well, I have a question. Does she look obviously like Picard's sister?
Yeah, there is a family.
It's not like
resemblance.
she's like an imposter or something.
No, they look from face value. They look to be
Yeah.
siblings. Yeah, you don't have reason to doubt.
I can't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you could go home. I mean, family's here. Is the rest of your family alive and well?
Our parents passed recently.
do we have any more family?
We have no more parents, no. No,
That is most
it's just
unfortunate.
us.
Does your family still have wealth?
Yes, we must have inherited.
Well, not what it used to be.
I see.
You know, we're going out to make the deal.
Of course, the deal that would have ensured our.
I think the
Standard.
plague that took your parents would have.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Injection
A
to-
plague riddled our island and took them.
while
You had
were
an
away.
island.
Where are we from? What is the place?
Hardby.
Hardby.
And is Harvey...
South of Greyhawk.
do we know this place? Is it an island, did you say?
Well, in your small bag of possessions that you have with you, you do have a map.
Oh yeah.
No, he wants to bring the map out.
If you just, if I reach across over here, 1 second.
Been waiting for this.
What the hell is?
Oh yes, this map I have on,
yes.
on my person.
You do have a small bag of possessions.
Pull out your
And a giant.
Which,
And a cavernous rear end.
for a thingy, you bartered this off one of the vessels you were on, so you could find out where Saltmarsh was when you found out his location.
Jeez
Would someone like
Louise.
to take the other side of that, please? So,
Sweet, sweet context.
yeah. We may have to just shift it after a second. I'll hold it up if you wish. So if I can see.
I knew we should have hung it up.
Yeah. So, Saltmarsh is, in fact,
A laser pointer.
Which was north?
north is up here, is an actual map. So, Saltmarsh is down here in the Monmerg Bay, and Hard B or Hard By is up here, in next to Greyhawk, which is the capital here. So I think you would have heard of it.
Yeah, because it's not
that
too
far.
far from where we met, I think. Me and Scarry.
Yeah, so you met in Greyhawk, which is just
How do we not meet in all?
you met in Greyhawk, which is here. This is the capital. So yeah, the Hard By Marines. You won't need to make a history check for this. The Hard By Marines protect the rivers that run into Greyhawk from threats from the sea. So you would have heard.
Not very successful.
That's a cracking job. Well,
Well, who attacked you? What pirates? Did they go under a banner or a name?
I don't know.
fucking.
You lived with them for a month and didn't get the name?
Oh, sorry. The pirates that captured me. Oh fuck! I haven't got this in my story at all.
Captain Fisk. was
Oh
the
yeah, sorry.
leader.
Fisk. The kingpin, they call it.
Yeah.
Kingpin of the sea.
Sea bowling.
Do you know what I call dolphins, Ozzy? Paedophiles of the sea.
Why?
What did a dolphin do to
Never you
you?
mind.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry. It was Fisk.
Fisk.
They were disguised as a trade ship. They attacked us.
Was it the Sea Princes? Does that ring any bells?
Sea princes.
You know of the Sea Princes being the pirate sort of consorts of the South. In historical times, they were a real big problem for the sea. However, when the Kingdom of Keoland, the kingdom that Saltmarsh is in, sort of rose up against it, and the sort of populace decided they didn't want piracy anymore, they were basically downtrodden and beaten back. There are still people who fly under the banner, and you would presume that Captain Fisk is under this banner.
Okay.
But there isn't one united force anymore. It's sort of separated into small groups of piracy bands that try to reinstate the old times.
Well, I suggest we
Yes, probably.
we get the sea ghost
Yes,
armed up, we take to the sea, and we kill these pirates.
Well, hang on
One
a
step
minute.
at a
Well,
time.
like, surely you want to go home, right?
Home?
With your family. You have a purpose now.
What is my purpose? To live
To-
in squalor and a plague-ridden shithole with this bitch? No offence, but
Oh my God.
Has he always been like this? Or
No.
I apologise, sister.
got a bit more cynical since you
I'm glad to
died.
see you, but I'm not sure I like the new you.
It's hard to get my head around all of this. You know, I find out I have
Women in the workplace.
a family. Women are allowed to be on ships now, apparently.
Does he have a wife?
Do I have a wife? That would be fantastic. Nope, see?
Husband.
Yes.
No. You were married to the sea, you kept saying all the time.
That would explain a few things.
Of
Always
mistress.
looking out at it longingly.
Yeah. Putting my
Reading your
fingers in
time.
it. You know, and you just like lightly put your fingers
Fisting it.
in it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, give it a little
Yeah.
kiss, good night.
Yeah, well, you can walk on it now.
I can walk on it.
We found that out last night.
even better than a wife, I
In
can
fact-
walk on it.
Where's the goat? Where's the goat? Is the goat?
Oh, yeah.
We really
go walk
I've
on
not got
water,
rid
we?
of him. I've got a giant goat outside.
What was that pirate flag?
Sea
Sea
princess.
Princess. Thanks. I'm just making notes.
Well, yeah. I mean, look. If you want to go get revenge, I'm all up for revenge. But
I don't even
Seems
know
to
if
me
they're still
like-
around. I mean, the like I say, we were attacked by a naval ship when I was rescued.
I must confess, although I have been on a quest to learn more about myself and my life, it brings me no solace. I am still me. I am still this.
you love me.
That's
You don't want to leave me.
that's sort of where I was going.
Yeah.
Sort of.
That's
But
fine.
the sea,
I get it a lot.
The sea ghost is my home. The vessel, the Mr. Men, you know, the adventures we go on. They're the only thing that keep me feeling alive.
I mean, Styles can take over as captain if you want to leave.
No,
It's
he's
fine.
absolutely fine in his position.
Well, if you see you have a fleet of ships, that really would make you more of an
We did.
admiral or a commodore.
He says, do we still have a fleet?
We did. I don't know. It's been a
Of
few
course, you've
months
been
since.
locked up and,
Yeah, exactly.
and shiz, so you're as in the know as I am.
Useless as I thought.
As you sit and talk, you hear the door to the tavern at this point is propped open just to let some air circulate from the previous evening as they sweep the dust out and prepare for tonight's shenanigans. You hear the sound of rolling cartwheels coming down the road and a small bell dinging as it goes along. Like,
Bring out your dead.
Bring out the is that unusual for this?
Is this an ice
place,
cream
or
wagon?
something we've heard before?
Something you recognise the sound of cartwheels, perhaps.
I know, but like,
I'm gonna just go for a little wander and stick my head out.
What's that noise? I'm gonna check it out
Hey.
outside.
Fancy a smoke styles.
Yeah.
As you both
Not on
leave,
that pipe that
you
I'll be
see coming down the cobbled road, the large wheel supporting the grand display of shelves stuffed from top to bottom, and it is Amari, the man you met outside of. I need to remember the fucking town that you were in.
Is he the dude that does trades?
Yeah,
Trade can of beans for an equal sized can of beans.
fucking hell, yeah.
Anglar. He was
Anglar.
outside the city of Anglar. And he pushes his cart down, his bright red turban on his head and his purple cloak, looking about for prospective buyers. As you stand outside the inn, you see Eleander approach the cart. He has a few books under one arm, and he looks over the cart whilst chatting to Amari. You see him take one of the books under his arm and trade it for another one on the shelf, and they just begin talking.
Do I see what the book is? Do I see it?
Not from this distance, they're a little way up the street.
I'll start wandering over to the car.
Have we all gone outside?
Guys, there's a
Just you have for now.
Amari, the tradesman's here if you fancy anything.
Is that Eleander? Fucking prick. I use I cast message into Eleander's head, and he just says prick.
You sort of see him just look around. He sees you further down. I presume message would come in your voice.
Yeah.
He knows
He
he's
sees you and he's like,
And when he looks at me, I was like,
you see his eyes squint and then he turns back to Amari.
Hello there, Amari. How's it going? And Eleander,
good day to you,
how
sir.
are you?
I am
Sorry
well.
to make you double voice.
Um,
Hello there. How are you doing, miss?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good. Do I
We
get
were
a
just
better
finishing
view of
business
his
here.
book?
You see the book that is placed onto the shelves is it is. Let me have a look.
as we were heading that way, I just say to Kira, "Want to watch out for that one, Eleander. Kick you in the balls."
The book
No,
that
just
he
be mindful.
If you
places
want.
down is how to talk to gnolls without getting torn to shreds. And he's picked up another book.
Includes no Edmonds,
you
no
see,
Fielding, all of the knuckles.
Keep going.
It's a leather-bound tome.
Oh, well.
The leather appears to be perhaps dragon scales, but the title stamped into the front in like gold leaf is just Greyhawker history, and it has a large range of dates underneath. Yeah, our trade was done here. I haven't seen you around for a while.
Hey,
Eliander turns and talks to you all. And you have a new member?
hey, this is Mr. Picard's
I'll whip out
sister.
my member.
Meet
Oh,
Mrs. Moon.
Come on, run past.
You may address her as Miss Lockwood.
Kira's fine.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Lockwood.
Speaking out of turn again.
You
It's going to be troublesome.
you're joining these people?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Why?
What's
Well-
wrong with these people?
Nothing's wrong with you. I'm just saying we have ongoing business, and I've been with the lizard folk a while now. I think soon will be time to push, and I will need your help again. And I don't know whether
You'll have it.
you want to
Who is this
include
guy?
somebody. Eliander.
So he's been working.
Oh, we're
with
talking to
the-
I thought we were talking to the tradesman
Mari
guy. I was
just
like,
sort of stepped up.
Sorry.
Eliander stepped in.
Sorry.
Yes, I must warn you, dear Kira, we are on the cusp of war with
We are.
some seamen.
Saurigan.
That's
Yeah.
yes, the men of the sea.
Type of aquatic creature, and it seems the attacks on our cargo and vessels are more frequent. Yes.
Tell me, have you had any more problems with any more beavers?
No, to be frank.
You're welcome.
I feel the on-press of an aquatic race that have already removed one group of people from their home is slightly more prominent than beavers.
Technically, beavers are an aquatic race.
And delicious.
Right,
Tell me,
I'm
Eliander,
done here.
the lizard folk, are they settling well? I have concerns of the prejudice that you ignorant folk hold, and the interactions with.
You see him roll his eyes slightly. Some have come, yes.
Gross.
There's been no trouble?
No trouble so far, no.
Good.
My guard take care of the trouble, don't they? So,
So there has been trouble.
if there was trouble, my guard would take care of it, wouldn't they? So
I thought we took care of your trouble for you.
Like the beavers.
maybe you take care of the trouble that I don't want to handle.
I just want to ensure that the lizard folk are looked after.
And that they are.
Yes.
He just hears in his head again. Prick. Anyone else hear that?
I will be making my way then, and the council will be in touch. And hopefully this time, not all of you come back.
Cool.
Good day. And
Great seeing you,
good day to you guys.
Eliander.
Sure.
Oh,
As he turns around, it's like,
Friend of yours?
yeah, best friend.
It's
Kicked me in the balls one time. He's a prick.
the captain of the guard. He's okay. Him and Ozzy have got issues. But other than that,
But
he's a
who
bit
doesn't have
sceptical.
issues with Mr. Ozzy?
Not many people. No?
What?
What? I'm a likable guy.
You don't have a rotating sex bed without making a few enemies.
Amari's ears pick up. A bed of sex with rotation.
It rotates, yeah. You interested?
Like a fine hog spinning round over a fire.
I do not feel it.
Just imagine me
It's
laying
on my
there,
path,
spinning
I'm afraid.
around in all my glory.
However, perhaps if I am in town for a long time, perhaps I could try it one day.
Yeah, sure thing. I swing both ways. Always.
Splendid.
Even lizards.
And
So does the bed.
does your swinging partake to anything on my card today?
What you got? What's you got?
So you look around and you see a mixture of the things. Some of the items were there before. It's like a stacked three-tier cart, almost like a bookshelf sort of style. And there's a hoard of crap, like There's some stuff which is literally just rubbish. However, hidden in the rubbish are things that you may find interesting. There is a bundle of arrows that are painted red. At least you think it's paint. A broken brass bell.
Bell.
Yep. There is different to the one he was
What
bringing.
bell? What could it have been?
Bell, you say?
There is
a belt.
an interesting looking sand timer that seems to be very top heavy with the sand. There is a small clockwork device. You can see it's all brass and you can see the cogs and springs inside it. There is a tiny box, and as you get around to the small box, a pungent aroma seems to emit from it. In the book section, you see How to Talk to Gnolls Without Getting Torn to Shreds, which is the book Eliana put down. There's one titled Don't Worry About the Bugs, and this one has imprints of tiny footprints all over the front. And then there's one called Rock Hard. Underneath Rock Hard, in smaller writing, is The Definitive Guide to Dwarven Diplomacy. Dotted around some plants again, like last time. One of them seems to be a rose which climbs around the back end of the cart, but the flowers have a strange green tinge to them. And the final plant, the leaves are shaped almost like small sabers, and as one of them falls and nudges into a book, you see they slice through the page. Anything you care to trade?
What are these arrows? These red ones.
These were gifted to me by a man of the forest. I do not know what the red is. I hope it is paint.
Good poison. Poison arrows.
The magical arrows.
Magical arrows. Who's got to detect magic?
I've got a straw doll. Where did I get that from? Yeah, picked up a straw doll.
Do I have any weapons on me, Paul?
That's a good
No.
question.
Straw doll.
If you're going to come to war with us, Kira, we need to get you armed.
We'll pick the
Yeah,
name.
Are we definitely going to war?
Straw doll.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely going to war.
Straight trade
100%.
for the bell.
No, maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
This seems like a good
Some-
trade. And
Thank
it
you
takes
very
the
much.
bell
Later that
and
day,
gives
we
you
went
the
to war.
small broken bell. The bell body itself isn't broken, however, it comes with a small brass ringer, which seems to need to be reconnected into the middle.
Is anything... Are any of these items magical?
I do not know. I merely trade items around.
Hey, Scary, you got to detect magic, right?
No, not right now, but tomorrow.
Why does that mean sick?
I got a lot. These arrows, seeing as you have traded your broken bell away, I seem to have a working bell I could trade for these arrows.
Seems interesting.
You have
And
a
he
working bell?
Takes the bell,
Some
gives it a
reason.
slight ring, and then passes you the bundle of arrows. As you examine them, you see there's around 15 arrows for a bow, rather than bolts.
You
you're
said
not-
bolts then, not arrows.
they said bolts, yeah. And you're not sure what the red substance is, but it's dry to touch.
I'm not touching it.
I think it looks dry.
So, although you can detect magic, can't you?
I can't, but Scary can.
Scarrick, have a look at these arrows.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
Anything else, my friends, before I travel on my way?
This mechanical doodad you have, what do you know of it?
Please, take a look. And he passes it to you. And as
If
you press
anyone
it-
asks me to identify it tomorrow, okay?
And as you press a small button on the front, you hear a whirring from inside, and a small needle pops up from the top, and it spins for a few seconds before sort of stopping and juttering in one direction.
I love it. Would you take a tinderbox? for this mechanical doodad.
Tinder. Do you have anything metal to trade?
Oh, metal.
Metal for metal.
Metal.
You don't need them seeing stones, but I'm sure they're a lot more valuable.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pull out. I've got there's a ornate brass box.
Yep.
Here, I'll trade it for this.
Yes, this is more like it. And he swaps it over.
Cheers. Put it in my pocket. I'm all kidding. Here you go.
Oh,
you can have it.
Thank you. What is this item? I'll look to my inventory. Does it have a name?
It doesn't have a name.
I'll just put mechanical
It's a
doodad.
small clockwork device.
Did the direction it point in? Is it like anything
Does that do
obvious?
anything?
Do you have anything you can correlate it by?
Like, is it north, for example? Is it?
Do you know where north is?
Well, I have a compass.
Know where
You pull out
north?
your compass and as you... Wait, what do you mean I know where north is?
I know where north is.
Okay.
North right now is.
I have a compass. So you pull out your compass and as you see, it points to north.
Nice.
What is this? The mechanical
Small
doodad?
clockwork device, yeah.
How would it point to north?
Why?
Is it just a fancy compass?
Well, my clock points to north twice a day.
It's not a clock, it's clockwork.
Why did you cock flat on the table?
It's just a series
I didn't
of
wear it
clocks.
because I'm being historically accurate.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, how about it? Doodad. That brings me to an interesting point, Kira. Do you have the other sending stone still on your person?
Yeah.
Excellent. We may need that in future for communique. It's important to remember.
What, you mean like you're gonna give us yours and you're gonna go home and set up family with Kira and we can still talk to you?
Mr. Ozzy, you seem quite set on sending me home.
No.
I thought you enjoyed our adventures.
I do to be fair.
Are you not even considering going
know,
to see
I
what's
just
left
thought-
of our estate, or?
I think it could be worth picking the bones, yes.
How
We
long?
can visit. Is it like
Would I know? Yeah, I'd know how long it take to sail. How long would it take to sail?
we could take the seagulls
I'll see you
and
later.
we could visit your
We could
home.
we could
Yes.
return Kira safely, and on the way we would, if we see your pirates, we could,
Kill them.
yeah. But we would need more armaments, which I believe.
I'll work on that.
Good.
Yeah, how is the ballista?
Totally didn't forget your character's name then.
I've been with you.
And they're not finished
Exactly when would you like me to have done it?
You
Now!
can travel 2
Yesterday.
hexes per day.
Oh wow.
And I'll tell you how many it is. So
Put a
from
hex on.
it would be
A while.
Wow.
Wow.
Fucking ages.
around 56 hexes. So divided by
About
2,
13 parsecs.
12.
28 days sail there.
And 28 back.
Wow. Like a month.
Well, we'd need to be well prepared for such a journey, and don't forget we have a war to attend.
You have all
shortly.
finished.
Yes,
Feel
but
like
it really would fuck up the DM.
Yes. John, fuck. No, I fear that.
Well, I don't think you should just close off that option. I know you feel like
I think you're absolutely correct,
You know.
Ozzy. I think it is definitely worth visiting home and learn more about myself. Maybe I will glean some answers as to why I am the way I am. I was hoping the sister would allude me to this mystery of why I am not dead, but I'm
Well,
alive.
it seems like you have finished trading.
Oh yes,
So I will
Thank you,
go
mister.
away. Farewell. And he wheels the cat away.
Thank
He's
you,
standing in the street talking.
Like leaning on his cart.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I think they're done.
well, while you're in town, and we could give you a tour.
Sure, that'd be nice, yeah.
We have a.
There's our boat. I've got a bed in there. Revolves around.
You've heard of the weird Sex bed.
Yeah, many times. Yeah. Oh, what else?
So the Sea Ghost is. I'll show you one.
It's a mighty vessel for mighty men.
Is quite a large vessel.
There's the sex bed.
It is. Yeah,
Right.
that's the sex bed.
Very nice.
It
Don't mind the
has,
stains.
if you zoom,
They're your brothers.
you'll
Like
see
a
that.
Jackson Pollock painting.
So it is a sailing ship. You've seen some of these accustomed to like weaponry, but this one at the moment doesn't have any. But it is, I think, one main mast, a large, about 80-foot sail. I think we said. Yeah, it's a good vessel.
Is it just us of you guys that crew it?
We sometimes
rent a crew if we need them, but we own it. Yeah,
bloody freelancers.
168 gold a week.
to rent a crew.
Depending on how many crew you need.
So far, we've been fortunate enough to like pass off the cost onto other people.
So far.
It's always a loophole.
As Kira's like sort of like looking at the boat that I just pointed out and stuff. Scarrick,
Aye.
the Ruby of the Sea, the ship.
Aye, what about it?
I want to fucking steal that ruby that's in there.
No, I don't think that's a great idea.
Why?
Was it? Well, she's probably got guards and, you know, like...
Take care of it. Be fun.
No, come on. We don't need to be getting into petty theft now. Sorry, I've got a mouthful of chicken and
It smells really strong.
Punted the room.
Let's talk about this later. I don't think this is a good idea.
I want to do a boat last. I'm just pointing it out there. I want to steal that ruby. I'll do it. Can't rely on fucking stars over here to do it, can we?
Are you saying this loud enough for others to hear?
Nope.
Okay.
Just think about it.
I can't hear any of this.
No.
Okay.
Inside check.
Well, you can roll for it if you want. I'm
Yeah,
trying to be
no.
quiet.
You
But
make
we
a
are
stealth,
at a
you make a
circular
stealth
table.
roll then, if you're trying to do it subtly. Because you are technically
Stealth
just in a
seeking.
street.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
For 20,
For
nice.
24.
Yeah, so as your,
He says it
you
so
can try and
quietly,
make
you
a
can't
roll.
hear yourself.
You
Sign.
I suppose in that sense then I'm probably using message and if it's in his head.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just curious if I could overhear that.
We'll
So
say,
I'm not bothered.
Yeah. I want that big ruby. It's just
Why do you want it?
shits and giggles, man. Shits and giggles. You could sell it to Gellin. Gellin will probably buy that shit under the desk.
When you're talking in your head, it's not a two-way thing, is it? So you're just speaking
You
to
get
yourself.
one reply back, don't you?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I think with message
one
you get
reply.
one like that. You think you can only send 25 words as well, if it's the same as the thing you want.
Let's not worry.
Yeah, you
about
can
it.
reply.
No, because I wanted to know what they were talking about.
The first time I would have
I mean, I'm whispering it. I have to say it out loud, but I can just like whisper it real quiet. So you probably see me like me and Scary like whispering to each
So we're
other.
just like, whispering.
Suspicious.
I think they're talking about you.
Oh, we what? We definitely was, yeah. No,
What would be our objective now, Mr. Men? If
Sorry, what's Kinsey? Is it? What's your name again?
Kira,
Kira. Hi, Kira. What weapon have you
it's
got in
awkward
you?
to you.
nothing apparently.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I mean,
we'll
nothing.
let's go down to the shop.
we
and, we'll
seem
get you
to
kitted
attract trouble. So you might, any time you spend with us, you might want to be armed.
Do you have any proficiency in any kind of armament?
Yeah, you really don't remember anything, do you?
I'm like a newborn baby.
I can fight with the right weapon.
I mean, if we pop down to the blacksmith shop, we can get you kicked out.
Does Kira look,
Hard.
athletic?
Look
Is she
out.
muscly? Is she athletic?
Yeah, she's in good physique, which would fit with
How's her butt?
being
Right.
a person who sails. Obviously, sailors have to man the ropes, up the decks.
I don't think the captains have to, though. From
Yeah, but you know, she's
Do an
got
elbow.
experience. She's done her time.
Nelson had one arm.
You've got a point there.
Yeah, not at the start of his career, though.
It was ripped, the one that you lost.
It was his right arm.
You should do one-arm push-ups.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I
mean,
pop down
look-
to the shop.
Looking at Kira over here, she doesn't look like she needs any weapons. You got two right here.
Thanks, but no, I'd appreciate that.
Hey, let's do that. And,
Shall we venture to
next
the
stop on the tour.
blacksmiths?
The
And
forge.
Yeah. Check out this guy's forge.
Aye.
So you head to the Dwarven Anvil, which is located around the corner, somewhere around here on the map. As you approach the half open, half enclosed stone building, there is a large lean-to outside with an anvil outside, and also, I think to be honest, your furnace would probably be predominantly
Mostly
outside. There's smoke rising from the furnace, and you see two young men hammering away. One of
halflings.
Young halflings, halflings, yes. Hammering away at. You see, one of them is working on
Flashbacks.
One of them is working on some sort of latches and things like that on the anvil, and the other one's heating and dousing them out.
Ho, Gavin. How's it going?
Hi.
All right today?
Yeah. How? Have you looked at it? Have you used it yet?
No, not quite got it going yet. No,
I guess we did only put it in yesterday.
I can't wait. No, I can't wait. Don't worry. We actually need to get some ballistas made, so I'll probably start on the ironwork for that. Aye, it'll be quite
I think that'll be the biggest thing we've ever made.
Probably will be, lad. Probably will be. You'd have to come down and shoot some seagulls or something. Eh?
Yeah.
It'll be a good laugh.
Both their eyes light up at this.
Hey, let's do
that
that.
could be fun.
Hey.
And as Davins, who's hammering at the metal,
These ones have all the hands though. Look.
he just sort of looks at you and just lowers the hammer, and you just see the metal's heat just slowly ebb away as he's like, "Oh yeah, that would be good."
What have I told you about letting you're wasting heat there?
Sorry.
No, back in the forge. It's too cold now.
Oh.
Back in.
You just hear a crack as the piece has been working on for a few hours. Just snaps.
Packard, I don't share.
No worries.
I don't share your hatred towards halflings. However, these two fucking useless.
We're just going to cut out this wee young lassie here. Get her a decent weapon, if you don't mind. So going to laugh in the back.
Yeah. And they just open the door, and I'd imagine inside your shop, you have pre-made pieces. Yeah. So you have a selection of swords, daggers, and that sort of thing.
What sort of thing are you looking for?
Checks load out. How much can I ask for? Give them a fully.
Ask away, dude.
What's your profession? What's your
Rapier, daggers.
Aye, I'll get you a dagger.
Short blades.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah.
Can I get a bow made here?
I can do a bow. I can do a bow for you.
Short.
A short bow or long bow.
Short.
Aye. Short bow would be 25 gold.
Are you making a pay?
I say, what about friends and family discounts?
Come on, it's coming out of my pocket here. I've got a business to run.
Hey.
Any money?
No.
I will purchase
Let's
this
tally
for
it up
you.
and see what we
Very
get.
kind.
That is kind. Thank you,
So-
Mr.
You're welcome.
Mr. Bourne.
25.
Please.
And then
Call me Hellboy. Ozzy. Mr. Ozzy Hellboy. Don't forget the Mr.
Mr. Ozzy Hellborn, or just Mr. Bourne. Sir, Mr.
Sir, Mr. Ozzy Hellboy.
Alright, that'll be 50.
You know, I don't need weapons that much. It's
Call me Daddy.
Are you still wearing your crown?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a
He
crown.
does have a gold crown on top of it.
Today I'm wearing the frog.
The frog
crown. I've got two crowns.
It's a crown from a frog.
There's like these giant frogs, and like they had a king frog, and I killed him and took his crown. And then we were dispatching the beaver problem. The beaver also had a crown, so I put that as well. But I just alternate.
It's pretty badass.
How much do you want for these, Scary?
Call it 50 for the bow and the rapier.
50. Fucking
And I'll
hell.
chuck
Don't
you
even
the,
give
the
best
dagger
friend
for
discount.
50.
I appreciate that, Mr. Scarrick.
I'll obviously knock off 2 gold.
Does that go into your inventory?
Yeah, 50 goes to me.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you. Dickhead.
Would you like any of these arrows that we don't know what to do yet?
Oh, the blood suspiciously red ones?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'll give you 5 of them and 5 normal ones.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Styles.
10 arrows. And
Seabolt.
weaponry.
Yeah, so
Seaborn?
dagger,
What's your last
shot.
Seaborn.
Seaborn.
So, what did you say?
Dagger,
See?
I don't know. It has always been it, but I've never said it
Yeah.
out loud.
Yeah.
But it's like
Thank you.
It's like son of a gun. He doesn't know who his dad is. So it's a man of the sea.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Bastard, eh?
It's like a snow.
Yeah.
Well, you are armed and ready to rock and roll.
I must say, Kira, we haven't taken the time to ask, how you feel about our ventures, our going to war, and obviously you've just come out of captivity and we've armed you and we're pointing in the direction of a major conflict.
I did wonder if anyone was going to point us out.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Well, I'd like us to check out home.
We will check out home, yeah.
I don't really want to get back into fighting, but if we're at least fighting against the, fish pirate people?
Seamen,
I fucking
yes.
hate pirates, everyone, by the way.
Yes, we will make the seas right again.
But I want to understand what's happened to you as well.
As
This
do
might
I, as
lead
do
us down
I.
that
So do
path.
I.
Well, we got nothing else to do right now other than
I
just
don't.
get.
There was
we have
that
a
weird,
mission.
there was a weird temple I was going to
I
visit.
thought we've got a mission.
Do we have a mission?
We succeeded
We
at
talked
mission.
to someone, didn't we? And we've got another thing planned for someone booked in.
Put something in.
Let me check my calendar.
Albrecht was heading back to Thingy. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything on the cards, really.
Wow. To the temple!
To the ship.
You wish to go to the temple.
The temple, as in the one in
The temple
Saltmarsh.
of Crocan.
Yeah. Propane.
So.
Now, Kira, we're heading to a temple where
Women aren't allowed in.
Is this the one where the guy was like, "Oh, come see me"?
Yeah,
Is it far?
it's very close actually. I can't believe I haven't been in the time that we've been here. But some believe that my apparition may be connected to a god of the sea or some god. Propane. So we're going to visit the temple to see if there are
I'm
any
sure
answers.
Kira would have heard of Procan.
Yeah. Crocan is the god of the sea and the ocean. So.
Oh, sure, propane.
Yeah.
Propane.
Oh, propane. Sorry.
No,
Oh, actually, you just picked
no,
that.
that's it. No, that's it. He made that.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
That's right.
So yeah,
That's
that's a symbol. Of it, yeah.
Why is it covered? Is it not allowed?
It's just a hidden thing.
Saucy.
It's nothing Scarrick based, and Procan isn't Scarrick's god. It's just I just thought I'd share that.
I thought it was like real deep cosplay then. It's like a forbidden religion, so it has to be hidden.
Yeah,
the
all the
symbol.
answers to the campaign are hidden on James somewhere. So you make your way up the cliffside in Saltmarsh to the temple, which stands on top of the cliff and looks out across the ocean. You see, sat at the
Ellie, go hunt.
you see,
Go hunt!
sat on the large stone plinth that acts as the entrance to the temple. Welgar Bryant-handed, the elder gentleman and runner of the temple who met you before and was sort of infused by your presence. As you come up the hill, he looks up from whittling a small piece of wood, driftwood, and smiles as he sees you. Oh, welcome back, child.
Say good day, sir. Do I know you?
Yes, we have spoken before. Twice, at least.
This morning.
Not ringing any bells. I was told that this temple may hold some answers. for
You
me.
were told by him.
Yeah, he was the one who told you.
Doesn't ring any
I'm
bells.
sorry about that.
Oh my god, his memory's getting worse.
We had a wee
Sam
bit of
Gates' head
claw
was
line.
Slightly confused.
He's having an off day.
Right. And I guess that's just the way a man like you works.
Yes, I mean, working's not really my forte. I'm more like to delegate.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm here for answers, and I'm hoping you or your weird pagan god can give me them.
Procan looks after all on the sea. Please, come inside. and it leads you through a large stone arch. Are the rest following as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll beckon him in.
You're all in tow. The temple itself is very simple. Stone that is built of large blocks of stone mounted together with a wooden structure for the roof, like most of the buildings in Saltmarsh, except this one's more substantial. You can tell when the stone was brought here, it was perhaps built on the site of an older temple or something that was here before. Inside, there's a grand centerpiece, which is sort of a driftwood and sea scrap monolith of the symbol of Procan, which is a large trident with a circle behind, and the bottom half of the circle looks like waves. But this is cobbled together from fishing nets, bits of driftwood. You can see bits of ships that are in here. In front of this are stone benches that come all the way back from the front to the back of the temple. As Welgar goes in, you see him draw a circle in his chest and raise his hand up and down. Welcome. And you see him mutter under his breath a small prayer to his god. Well, child. His accent's changed 3 times now.
Because I thought it was West Country.
No
Well,
wonder I
child.
don't recognise it.
We'll go for that one. Is this where you've come to seek answers?
Ozzy just like sits down in a corner,
How did you get there?
just
I can't
watching.
do one, so I can't talk.
Indeed it is, my good man. Many believe that my affliction is tied to the sea, given that's where I washed up.
Yes.
So, if at all I'm connected to this god, hopefully this is how I find out.
And he is a god that guides us home when we're lost. And perhaps, child, you are lost, and he raises his hand and puts it onto you. Join me. We will pray in, and he looks back to you, Ozzy, in silence.
I thought it was very
Try.
apt, but that's fine.
Try asking, oh God, why you're here, and what it is you must do.
Okay.
And I will ask him the same.
I look up at the shrine and I say, God! Why have you done this to me?
And he sort of he just looks at you sideways. He's knelt at this point, and we tend to do it in silence.
But how will he hear me?
Oh, he'll hear, child. Come. And he lowers his head, and he begins to sit quietly. Shh. The door creaks in the
My
back.
food will really smell.
Don't blame your food.
We know it's your feet.
As what do you do?
We know it's your
I'm just
face.
gonna quietly bow my head, and then in my head I loudly scream, God! Why have you forsaken me?
Ozzy's just sat there and is like watching the situation play out, and then I cast message into Packard's head. Say,
Yes, child.
because you hate women and halflings.
Oh. And I turn to my man and I say, This sea god, have you ever heard him speak?
And he sort of raises his eyes from contemplation. Yes.
What's his accent like? If you were to imitate it.
If I was to imitate his accent,
Yes.
I'd say it's.
I cast a message in his head and go, I sound like this.
You see his eyes just sort of shift for a second.
It's me, your god. How you doing?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. 9. This is the best dice ever.
Oh, dear.
Persuasion,
Yeah.
28.
You see, as he begins to talk, he just stops and his hands
29.
begin to shake slightly. I hear him now. Do you hear him, child?
I heard a voice. I just wanted to verify with you that...
Then it's you, and he sort of grabs you. You have brought him to the temple.
Oh no.
For years.
Oh shit.
I have suffered in silence while people came to me. But you are the key. Oh God, hear us now. Tell us what to do.
He told me to stop being racist and mean to women.
That's true. Yes, that would make sense. Prokan protects the sea. He's not interested in race, colour or creed.
But I like being racist.
He hears.
Please God, speak to
I
us
just look
again.
disgusted at my brother. Like,
He hears in his head again. Music. It's all about the music.
Do I notice Kurt muttering to himself?
You should.
What are you
First thing we need to
do.
change around here. You need to stop being so silent and let people play
Make
the
a perception
guitars.
check.
Yes, darling. Sacrilege.
14.
Make try and do it stealthy.
That's a Zeus, otherwise you'd be rumbled.
This is how you rogue, mate. 23.
23. You're sort of fixated on this scene that appears to be happening before you. Would you say you follow religion, or are you sort of atheist?
No, I won't follow religion.
So to this is a bit of a spectacle.
D&D well.
Yeah, you don't have to follow any of the gods.
No, but in the sense of like not believing they're real, it's like the shit that actually happened.
I suppose, yeah.
don't believe in that nonsense.
There's no God.
Yeah, it depends if it's happened to you.
Okay, yeah, then with that, he believes in something, but he doesn't know what.
Yeah. Then you're sort of taken by the spectacle of like, is this actually happening? Like, are they actually receiving something? And carry on. So you said music.
You need more music in your life.
He, you see his eyes. They come from yours for a second. He flits around the room and then he locks on yours. You, play, please now.
All right, I will.
And I'm like, hang on, I thought I was the key, not this fellow.
You've brought him with you. It seems this is it.
So this is my penance that I have to be half dead just to bring this musical twat to your house.
The Mr. Men are the messiahs, and they will be treated as such.
Mr. Mental. Why, Lord? Why then?
That's fucking awesome.
At this point, I will also be trying to perceive.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm gonna do it with start check with disadvantage because I'm playing the guitar now and I'm like just like
Slightly off.
yeah. 8.
You still managed to keep it up, and you're surprised. You're surprised. You're like, oh, why is this working? I'm not covering my mouth anymore. But everyone's focused on this thing. Music, Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
Wait, aren't you part of the Mr. Man?
I am. Some would say I lead the Mr. Men as their captain.
Not everyone, though.
There are some naysayers in the town, but we don't interact with them. They're
Then you
peasants.
must stay.
Stay.
This is your home now.
This isn't his
You
home,
have
by the
been
way.
sent by Procan.
Oh no, I think you
And
missed.
you see him begin to take off the large rope that he wears around his neck with another symbol. And this rope is a weather-worn ship's rope. And he takes it off and he places it around your neck. And then as he does, he lowers himself to the floor and begins to pray under his breath to you, the new Messiah.
No. What have I done?
And I say, chap, just what am I supposed to do as your Messiah?
And he looks up. Guide us.
And you hear in your head, abuse it.
And save the lost souls of the sea.
It was very clearly in Oz's voice as well.
I say to the man, I say, this feels wrong. There is something wrong about this. I don't feel any better. I mean, being a Messiah does feel pretty cool. But I have no answers. Why am I like this? And I say out loud again, God, why are you doing this to me?
Does he hear anything? Or?
No.
And as you call out, with the music in the background and this elderly man on his knees in front of you, your mind is silent. You hear nothing.
The guy hears in his head, well, my time's up. Keep praying for another 10 years and you might hear something else. See you later.
Wow.
In his mind, although you can't perceive this because he's just thinking it, he thinks to himself, I never thought it would be this formal.
I say, look, man, I appreciate the rope and the title of Messiah, and I will wear it. But in terms of guidance, just carry on carrying on. This thing you've been doing, keep doing it. And always be good to the sea.
The sea will always be good to you.
The sea will be good to you. The sea is always right.
I pipe in and say, has your religion ever talk of a shadow? A being of darkness? Anything like that?
Until this day, my religion never talked. And
So I haven't listened to this.
I know nothing of a shadow. The sea is a chaotic place.
Hey, Kira, what do you mean a shadow? What's that all about?
But listen, he's asked me to carry on my work.
Yep.
But with more music, right? That's what I heard.
Sure, why not?
I heard something about music.
I have a question, my good man. Does your work, serving this god, bring you happiness?
I believe so. And this temple is a refuge for all those who've lost people at sea. And I do believe they seek solace
You
here.
are truly doing the Lord's work.
Maybe the Lord is right. Maybe music from time to time would be better.
Yes. Now put up some art or something. It looks dank as fuck in here.
Right. Art and music. I will get to work.
Excellent. Well, your Messiah bids you farewell.
Farewell, Messiah. And how will I contact you?
Oh, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh.
But if you really do need some wisdom from your Messiah, you will find me by the water on the Sea Ghost. We're often docked in the harbour.
A fitting place for a Messiah of the sea.
Absolutely. Well, farewell.
And as you leave the temple, you see Welgar rustling in the back and pulling out large pieces of wood and canvas, and you see him stretching the canvas across to try and form instruments.
Wow.
And at that point, I'm just going to have to write a little note down.
That we've changed the whole religion.
Whoops. Sorry.
It's canon.
I say to Ozzy, what an odd fellow.
I know, right?
Speaking of music and...
Well, I mean, he's got a fair point. I mean, he didn't like the guitar, and then he opened his mind, and now he loves it.
I'm not sure I'm fully sold on this religion thing. I'm going to carry on being mean to the heart.
The problem is it's very easily interpreted the wrong way.
Indeed. The fault of any religion.
And there's lots of crazy things in this world, magic especially. I mean, who's to say that...
This is the horned blue guy.
Well, look at me. Who's to say that gods and religion isn't just a form of hokey-pokey magic?
Indeed. It provided no answers to why I'm like this.
What did he say about the halflings? Look after them, like as in look after them, or as in look after them?
Exactly.
Take care of
I must
them.
remove all of them from the face of the earth.
Yes, but there's taking care of them. There's taking care of them.
This is what I mean. It's all down to interpretation of the individual, and
That is dangerous.
that's not the way I would have taken it.
It's very dangerous indeed.
I mean, my way of take care of him was like, take care of him.
Exactly. whereas I would kill them, or Ozzy would wank them off. It's a very grey area.
Hopefully not at the same time.
With this hand, who knows what I could do?
Oh, God.
Anyway,
And as you leave the temple, you see the sun is now low on the horizon.
Pub?
And night is drawing.
Jeez Louise.
Good pub or bad pub?
Bad pub.
bad pub.
Always
I
bad
guess
pub.
it's time
at
for the
this time.
bad pub.
Is it worth putting Kira, no offence, into a hotel? How would you feel sleeping on the Sea Ghost?
I should be found on the Sea Ghost.
As she is family, she's
Plenty
absolutely
of room
fine
in that
sleeping
thing.
on the Sea Ghost.
Thank you.
I'm just thinking of your comfort.
Don't worry, I'm on the sea a lot.
My bed's dead comfy.
Maybe a hotel would be good, actually.
There is room on the Sea Ghost. Is there room for her own quarters, or would she just share with mine? I don't actually use my bed, so
That's fair, actually. Doesn't sleep.
you can have my room and
Thank
watch
you,
me
bro.
stand in the corner
Space.
like Blair Witch, just staring at nothing.
That's yours. Ozzy has that. There isn't a bed in there, but there is a spare room.
I'll drag my bed into the old spare
Thank you.
room.
Okay.
And set him up, 'cause, yeah.
But pub does sound good.
Hey, let's go get a drink at the Snapping Line, shall we?
I've just
No, it's the-
token.
The net, crusty net,
Crusty juggler?
crusty crab,
The empty net.
empty net.
Speckled seaman?
Well, if it was rusty, it would be empty, wouldn't it? Whilst we're walking, Styles going to speak to Kira out of earshot of Picard. So your brother, I get the impression he's not as you remember.
He's a lot different.
One thing us and the boys have been wondering, this him being captain, is it like an honorary title, like a family title, or was he actually in charge of a ship and men at one point?
He was a marine. Anti-piracy marines. The hard-by marines.
So like
Captain of a vessel.
a captain of marines or captain of the ship? So
more like an office job then.
No,
that sort
he was the captain of a vessel.
And navigated it
Yeah.
and didn't crash it.
No.
Okay, your brother has changed.
I can see that.
As we,
Not for Alan.
You've got to stay in character.
Would you like a ride on my goat, lass?
Maybe later.
Alright.
He's delightful, but maybe later.
I'd like to think I'm currently just like
Pop on in, Ozzy, and I'm again behind Ozzy, just
Did we? What happens if the goat dies?
I can just summon him again the next day.
as we're heading to the.
I want to know what my arrows do.
I don't mind if you want to try it.
as like we're sort of like heading in, or like just heading that way, I'll just say to Scarrick, I'll catch you up. I'll catch you up in a minute. I just got something I need to sort out.
Alright, Ozzy, no problem.
And I'd scoot off to Captain Zandros as we go past, because she's opposite, isn't she?
Yeah, bear with me. So, as you guys cross Sharkfin Bridge and come to the other side, yes, she is directly opposite, so you swing by. You see the lights are dimmer inside now, it's sort of out of office hours, but the door's closed. You knock on. You hear footsteps from inside, and then
No, it was me. It was me. It was small me.
a large dog barks on the other side. A small hatch opens, and you see Xanderos's eyes. How may I? Oh, Ozzy, it's you.
Yeah. Have you got a minute?
You hear the latches unlock, and she opens the door. Of course, come in.
I just like sheepishly walking.
You see she locks the door behind you. You care for a drink?
A quick one. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Okay.
I just want to apologise for my behaviour yesterday. I was a bit of a sensitive subject with me.
I understand. Especially with you not knowing your past. your parents?
Yeah, I mean, one would assume that I have some family ties to the place. I don't know for sure, but my issues with the place are a bit more recent than that.
Oh,
I don't really want to go into too much detail. However, the outpost, I believe we spoke before about it.
yes, we did. It's the inn on the border. Alan.
Alan, fuck off. Hey, get out. No. Whoa.
Silly.
Fuck off.
Silly.
Yeah, the outpost. You say you've been there before. You sometimes go there, or
When I return home, but I haven't been home for a few years now.
you know, obviously we hire you for services of getting magical items and things like that.
Yes.
Would you be opposed to just providing information services?
I do not see it being a problem.
I need everything. And I mean everything about that place. The people who run it, the people who work there, who owns it.
Okay. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
The regulars, the non-regulars.
Irregulars.
Is there something more specific?
There was a guy, an orc.
Right.
I don't know if he runs the place or at least he was running it while I was there.
Oh.
He had like a scar across his face. I can't remember his name.
I will,
I just want information though, as much as you can. And I'd like you to keep it on the down low if possible. My friends don't need to know.
discretion is part of my business. Do not fear.
I appreciate it.
It may take time. Ayuz is not close by any means. However, I will look into it for you.
I appreciate it. I'm in no rush.
Okay.
But yeah, as and when, just tell me what you know.
I will, Ozzy. And do not worry about your reaction. I know of Ayuz's past, so
Yeah.
understand.
Let's just say they're not big music lovers.
Yes, we could say that.
Thanks for the... Oh, I lost my horse. Thanks for the drink.
Okay, good night, Ozzy.
Good night.
Unlocks the door, opens it, and you hear it lock and shut behind her.
I head over to the empty net.
So,
As he walks in, finds me fight.
I'm choking a halfling.
do you want to zoom it in a little bit?
God damn it.
Zoom in house.
I just need... If you guys want to take a quick wee break, because I just need to make Kira a token.
What about the smoke break?
Okay, so let's get a bit.
You can fucking try it, pal. I love you.
Oh God, what I walked into every fucking time.
Hey, it's a good place for a fight here.
Did you get me a drink?
Somewhere, but I think
We
I
did.
might have drank it.
But he drank it, that's how he managed to get this drunk in 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Doesn't take him long.
It's his
It's
his
the
lack of
tradition in
stature.
here, come on. I'll drink you under the table, lad.
That's because you fit under the table.
He's a funny one, this
Zing.
styles, isn't he?
It is classic styles.
Always cracking.
So you find your familiar table.
How does Kira look in this environment?
What kind of question is
How
that?
do you look at
The blouse
this
slightly undone.
Does she look comfortable or
I mean-
uncomfortable in the rowdy?
Does she need another clean?
I think you just meant like generally. Okay, I see what you're getting at.
Would
Because it's a proper rough ass end. There'll be fights kicking off.
I think currently what she's wearing, your hair, although you have been cleaned, your hair is probably still quite scruffy. Your clothes are like almost a simple sort of sack dress that you obviously put in.
I'm wearing a sack dress.
Like a grey
Look,
linen.
Paul doesn't do women characters.
You do have that cloak, so that's the only. The cloak is the main form of your garment. So she's not like sleek, physique, tight hugging clothes. She's in like a sack and a cloak because no one's dressed her yet.
The old
she can
sack
dress
and
herself.
That's not what I meant.
You mean like, am I looking uncomfortable?
Yeah,
in
does
the
she look
pub?
uncomfortable in this environment? Does she look like she's like, yeah, this is my kind of vibe, or
Sorry, I thought Aussie meant how does she look?
Yeah, come on. It's all
Sorry.
I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm looking not too particularly.
Not too concerned.
Yeah,
Like,
like I'm as if I'm kind of used to it a little bit.
I look over to Kira and I say, it may be an acquired taste, but the Mr. Men do enjoy it here, don't we, fellows?
Hey!
do our kind of people.
There's a few people in. It's still early on the night, so there aren't like no tables have been thrown over yet. And the seating here is crates rather than chairs. It's very weathered and there's dents in the walls from where things have gone through. But at the moment, there's no pure violence. It's just chattering, groups of people, huddles.
I look around for the halfling.
I knew you could.
He's not there.
He left.
He left.
I know, I'm just checking now. I'm just
He's
checking.
not there.
Anyhow,
Thank
Just
God
make
he's
a
leaving.
perception check. We'll presume at this point you've
This
got
dice is
drinks.
different, by the way. I
You've
bet you
got-
all think I'm lying when I'm on there
I
like,
can
yeah,
see-
natural
I can
20
see
again.
the rolls.
Everywhere.
Yeah, we just thought you would have got rid of it. Kat.
22.
Nope, still using a load of
20,
dice.
24.
I thought you were a fair player.
not a load of dice. Natural 22.
Okay, so we'll presume at this point you guys have got the drinks in, you've got ale on the table, you've established your position. Ozzy's come in and joined you. And Ozzy, as you come in, you see the normal sort of sailorish, smuggly type people in here. However, in the corner, you see there is a person with a large hood over their head, sort of amber tones to their clothes, but protruding from the hood is a snout, and you see it's a lizard folk. You see they're just sort of minding themselves. They have a drink in front of them and also a plate of food. But yeah, I'll presume you walk to the party first.
I do. Is there any entertainment on at the minute?
I think me and Styles should have a drinking match.
Do you accept the challenge,
Somewhere
sir?
doing that.
Yeah, so drinking matches are normally done with
It's a
sort of.
thing.
It's an actual thing. He
Yeah,
just opens the drinking match rule book.
The international drinking
That's right, so it'll be interesting. They're sort of done with your constitution.
God.
So a series of constitution checks. I'd say, what were you just drinking ale?
No,
Your choice,
rum.
Styles. Oh, it's not quite my
Rum.
drink, but I'll give it a go.
All right.
You think you can beat me? All this beating up on the small one. Head up of it.
All this taking the piss out of the roguish rogue.
Oh!
This is a good point.
You can't hide under the table on this one.
Okay. So you offer each other out for a drinking match. You call over Curb, the bartender, purchase a bottle of rum. So we'll say, so far, your sort of general expenses, we'll presume you're probably going to spend about $1 on ale this evening.
I'll get it.
And then for the rum,
I'll lay down 5 gold. That should cover us all.
yeah, we'll say that includes the rum as well. Yep.
Kira, this is what we Mr. Men call top bants. we've invented this. This is our thing.
I also invented the word bam.
So, the bottle of rum is stocked down the middle of the table. green glassware bottle, large cork in the top. Uncorked, 2 wooden small glasses put in front of you.
Right. May the best man win. And then what? Constitution rolls from the top. Yeah.
Drink your shot and give a straight constitution check.
You want to take a bet? Kira, do you want to take a bet?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
By God, you win on this?
18.
6.
I bet gold
And 18, okay.
on my man Scarrick.
I'm not going to take that bit because I think you're right.
Do you want to take a bet?
No, I think he's going to win.
Oh man, I'll bet on Styles. Man. You can take
Scarrick,
Scarrick.
you take us back, no like drinking water. Styles, you take it, and yeah, you feel fairly confident.
One sec.
Go on, Styles, you got this. I'm like massaging his shoulders. Got this.
Use your luck. You're a lucky boy.
You know my amulet of wound closure? Will that help in any way?
I don't think so.
You
It'll help if you
sure?
die.
Like you're wearing this amulet, so whenever you are dying.
Drinking something.
In addition, whenever you roll a hit die, you okay.
There's no poison in you.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, top effort, but no. So you take it, you feel the burn as it goes down.
burn.
Oh yeah. It's deep.
And if you
I
do
do
want to
have
roll
an-
luck, say it before
I have an
both of us.
advantage against poison.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's not poison at the moment. I'd say if you get into the point where you're drinking a lot, then
That's
What do
what
you mean we're going to drink a lot of drinking competition?
yeah. Well, we'll see.
Okay, so we go again.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that was a harsh one. 11.
17.
Oh, my man Styles is putting them knees back. Putting them back. I can't talk. I've been drinking too much too.
So at this point, Scarrick, you begin to start. Styles, this one goes down quite well this time. Much smoother than the first.
Again?
Yep.
Probably
7.
5.
7. This time both of you struggle. Repeated shot drinking. This rum is not the best quality. Perhaps if it had been from Gallon's larder, then you maybe find this a little bit more easier. However, this one, it's stinging a bit.
Again.
Alright, you got this like 11.
14. I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to attempt
As you sip your Styles, you sort of take half, have a deep breath and take the other half. Scarrick, as you take yours, all of a sudden you just get the urge that it's not sitting properly. You just...
He's gonna blow! He's gonna blow!
And you chuck up the 3 rums back onto the table.
You should have taken my man Styles!
By the way, I have no money.
I'll take it in sexual favors.
Nope. Not one.
Fair played, lad. Fair played. You have me there.
Star, what
I
happened?
don't know what's going on.
Don't take
I
it
used
there.
to drink like you under the table.
You've changed, man. You've changed.
I don't know. I need some fresh air.
I'll pick him up and take him outside for something. Come on, let's go.
Hey, lad.
We'll have a smoke and some fresh air.
That sounds like a plan. That'll settle the stomach. Right. Come
You
on,
guys-
Kinsey, you come. I knew it was wrong, but I'm saying it's definitely part of the character now. It has to be. Well, you come for a wee smoke. Come on.
I'm going to stay, actually, finish my drink
Are you sure?
with my brother and the blue guy.
I'm purple, but yeah, okay. The lighting is a bit off.
She's colour.
Yeah, I'll step out with Styles for a little bit of fresh air.
You and Styles leave the pub in front. We'll say this drinking competition's come maybe an hour or so into the thing. You haven't just gone straight in and gone, right, let's get fun. You head out the front and you see a few people wandering out. They've been in there all afternoon. They're wandering along. One person comes to the edge because this pub is situated above the water.
I push
It's
him
on
over.
stilts. He's at the shore edge, and you see him just loosen his belt and begin to piss into the water. At that, you hear a shout, and I come from the road, and you see there's 2 guards on the road, and they come down, they shout, and they make their way towards the guy, and you see him just sort of push him a little. The other one pushes him, and then eventually they shove him, and he falls into the water.
The guards shove the guy. What's going on here?
Then they put their things back in and head up to the road, and as they do, they side-eye towards you. Nod and carry on.
I'm going to walk over and see if the guy in the water's okay.
The guy, he's just picking himself back up, sort of banging. He looks at you.
Not upset for that.
Hello there. You can see he's visible.
Yeah, bro.
I seem to have slipped.
I think the guards just pushed you. What's that about?
Put your thingy away. Come on. Get them trousers back.
Just flopping up.
And he sort of just pulls back up and ties. Right. There was something. And you see his eyes just light up. I've got something I need to tell you. I just need a drink.
Hey, come with us and I'll go you get a drink.
This man, he looks quite dishevelled. His clothes are fairly simple. He's got grey, scraggly hair, he's unshaved. He follows you in, arm on your shoulder, just sort of supporting him, and he rocks back in.
My arm's on his hip.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got important information.
As
I
he
just
walks,
need a drink.
do they come back into the tavern?
Yeah, we bring it back to the table.
As they step in, they see Ozzy like on the table, a crowd of people like gathered round. On a job we were convinced to find a lot. No wait.
Roll performance.
I was going to say, I think I know what song this is.
Oh, fucking hell, I can't even remember how it goes now.
As Ozzy starts to perform and then forgets his lines slightly, you manage to get to the bar with this guy.
Yeah, I'll get my drink.
You
No, I'll get it.
Oh, thank you very much, Styles.
you buy him an ale and the bartender pours it, and the guy picks up the cup, downs it in one, and as he finishes it, you just see his eyes roll back in his head. He drops the cup and he falls flat on his back and passes out completely.
Sorry.
Pick him up and just drag him to a corner and just leave him.
Okay. And as he does, the song picks up again.
On a job we were convinced to find a lost ship for a prince. Emperor of the wave was her name, her booty we could claim. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, the Kraken is here for you and me. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, drag you down will she. The ship was found, but her decks lay bare, a creepy feeling in the air. We opened the door and Styles got said, holy shit, the spiders. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, the Kraken is here for you and me. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, drag you down will she. We found a man whose name was Krell, a spider he had that came from hell. Ozzy made a friend of him with a spell. Fuck off, mate, you're boring. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, the Kraken is here for you and me. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, drag you down will she. We found a box we should retrieve. It was all too easy, we believed. What's that sound? We look around, oh what a sight we see. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, the Kraken is here for you and me. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, now's the time to flee. That was close, we barely get away. Somehow the beast was kept at bay. Live another day to tell the tale of the Kraken in the azure sea. Come on! Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, the Kraken is here for you and me. Up from the depths of the deep blue sea, drag you down will she.
And you hear a round of applause from the pub. There's a few people there cry out, and a few coppers are flinged your way.
Like I said, that's
scoop
the
them up.
best one yet, Mr. Ozzy.
Oh, thank you. I was working on it last night. It's about us and the Kraken.
Oh, it's about us. Oh, wow, that's even better. Wow.
I'm sorry, I wasn't actually listening.
Oh, bloody hell. Did you like the bit about you, Styles? You're in the song.
Yes.
The spiders.
You didn't have to mention the spiders.
He
There.
doesn't like spiders.
They,
He does.
They attacked me once. It wasn't very pretty.
Does Cure Wounds do anything about drunkenness?
He's just unconscious. So, yeah, it would revive him.
Yeah, I'll do first level Cure Wounds and splash a bit of water on his face.
So after partaking in the song,
How much
you head
money do you
over
get?
to where
3.
12 copper.
12. Tough crowd.
It's probably the establishment. So you go over to where Styles is dragged in, just sort of let him up in the corner. He's just asleep. I'd say, yeah, he's sleeping, so you probably don't need to use a cure wounds, but you just splash some water on his face. He sort of comes to slowly, sort of tries to focus on you, but can't quite. And he's like, oh, I've got some.
You've got information for me. We gave you a drink. Now tell us first, and then I'll have another drink for you.
I think we might have been had.
He starts laughing. Just after a drink, perhaps?
No. Come on.
No.
Why were the guards pushing you around?
What guards?
Guards by the seashore.
Sure, I never liked them guards.
Why?
They always push me around.
It's pushed me in the sea.
Scarag, I think
I
you've been
just
had.
didn't think it was
He's playing on your
thing
good
for guards
nature.
to do, you know.
Yeah. I guess guards is as guards does.
Alright.
Can you get me one of them drinks then?
Yeah, sure.
Daddy boy?
Aye. How about it?
I walk up to the fellow and I sort of say, do the guards treat you unfairly?
I don't think so.
You
I
deserve
probably
that.
deserve everything that I get.
Oh, I see.
Especially a fresh drink.
This poor wretched fellow, he's
Yeah, I'll buy them now.
desperate.
Yeah, you buy it and he just takes it. And this time he doesn't drink it straight away, he just sort of sips it. Just sort of. And as you're around him, he just turns to where there isn't anyone next to him and he says, I know. And then goes back to drinking again.
I'll just sort of sit out with him drinking as well.
I say to Akira, what are your thoughts on Saltmarsh, the town?
It's pretty charming. I think it's time though that we talked about our next adventure. Now that I've spent a little bit of time with you guys.
Oh, doggy.
When I told you that the pirates that took me were dead,
Yep,
that wasn't correct.
I see.
And in terms of our family fortune,
Yes.
I know how we can restore it.
I like the sound of this.
Restore the fortune, you say.
Because, we're family now, so
course,
it's our
yes.
fortune.
Yes.
It's the Mr. Man's fortune.
Exactly.
We'll talk about
High
it.
card, Mr. Man. That's your name now, right?
Oh, indeed, that sounds intriguing. It would definitely help with renovations on the Sea Ghost if we had a fortune behind us.
Well,
A fleet, even.
there's an island about a few days out from here, closer than home.
A few days.
It's the island where I was kept captive by Fisk and his men.
Didn't
it's-
touch you.
Show me on the doll. Where the bad pirates touch
Show me on me where they touched you.
I'll show you on Fisk when we find him. How about that?
Okay, I'll
That
watch.
sounded weird. That sounded cooler in my head.
I might enjoy it.
That'll be a weird show.
Just meet him and poke it.
there, and up there. And in that.
I see. A few days sail, island, pirates.
Not only is Fisk there, and when we get there I take first pop at the bastard, but our family ship, the Crimson Sparrow, is also there.
That's fucking what? I shove the table and I stand up. And I say, all this time you've been sitting on a vessel.
It's been 6 hours, sure.
Touche.
Oh, Oh, I tell you, sister, if I could remember you, I'd remember you being a bit more forthright for your information. Bloody women.
That's not everything, though.
Forgetting where the ship's
Well, it's all coming now. I thought you said you was held on a ship.
I didn't know who you guys were a
to
little
be
while
fair,
ago, okay?
I'm Scarrick. Scarrick played for me.
Ignore him. You don't need to know.
Kenzie, was it?
Yes.
Kenzie, aye. You great genius.
She didn't know if we were like worthy citizens, and obviously we've given a really good
Absolutely
impression so
demonstrated.
far. Now she can trust us.
I just really want my shit back. I can get us on that island, and we can take Fisk out, and whatever's on the island is ours, including the treasure in the tower.
Ship.
We need total honesty.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the guards.
Maybe I'll have some
Talk
rubies
about
for
it.
you. You can forget about the old.
Placard fist pumps the air.
I'm actually looking
His
quite.
ghost hand.
What do you say, brother?
And I say, yes,
Yes.
Yes, good.
agreeable.
That's the answer I hoped for.
This is the railroad I wanted to go on. Yes.
It sounds like we could add another vessel to our fleet.
On your travels, did you notice their armaments?
How many men? Any more
ballistas
ships?
to worry about? Anything
All women.
Like that?
All women.
I don't know about exactly how many. I know we'll be outnumbered.
That's how we
This is
operate.
the island.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's got a
That
map.
is beautiful. Did you draw this yourself?
Yeah, from
I'm guessing you did.
Fucking print it.
we purchased it.
Yeah.
Black Shark Island.
Black Shark Island.
Black Shark Bay is where I was kept. I don't know exactly where.
I like the little skull. That's cool.
The sparrow is there. I've seen it. The tower that I think holds the treasure is just a short path into the jungle from here. They have sentries and cannons on the harbour there.
What's there?
That's a tree, I think.
What about that?
That's a plant.
Another tree.
Now, my instinct tells me that we should full frontal assault the main entrance.
There is a chain,
Just straight
a
through.
large chain.
So we need to be going
Across.
fast
Pike
to get through the
It's
chain.
technically north this way. Is that correct?
I
North
think
is actually
if we
east
build up a lot of speed,
in this world.
drive straight through the cannons and the chain, mount the sand.
What is this bay here and this inlet here?
I don't think we can get to Black Shark Bay from there because this is pretty thick, impenetrable jungle. I think we have to get onto this harbour somehow and sneak through. I would sneak, personally.
Don't worry, we've got a rogue.
Maybe we can remove the chain and get the ship in. They do have sentries and cannons. Certainly here, maybe there, I don't know.
I don't know if the sea ghost can withstand cannons.
I could deal with the chain.
Well, we can make us all walk on water. We're just fucking running.
Oh, that's an excellent
We
point.
don't even need to take the ship. We'll just have
Take the
We
sea goat.
could we could settle on this little bit of land.
Yes, is that another island?
Yes,
We could bring the sea ghost around, come round in the Phantom, that's what we called the little boat.
Yeah,
The
fantastic.
Phantom,
Hop off that into
and
the
then-
sea goat.
walk with the sea goat and your helm, you could
I could
go.
swim under and
You can
sort
go
out
under
any. Well, we don't need to get rid of the chain then.
Well,
We need the chain to get the other boat out.
Yeah,
Alright, so
we could
I
also
can go
do
down and get the chain.
disarming.
You disarm the chain, us three, cut the other ship out.
Are you
Sail on.
proposing I guess you want your family ship out of there and to take it home?
I want us to have it, yeah.
Damn right, our ship.
You've got one.
I want.
You're the elder brother, so you'll inherit it.
It's my ship.
There's also the family sword, which I want.
You can have the sword.
And we believe that'll be in the lookout, in the tower.
I imagine they will store it with their other bounties. Yes.
So we can fit all the booty on your family ships. We don't need to take our own ship in there.
Do you,
We can get in, take the place, kill Fisk,
but how,
load up the sparrow. Sorry, it's not the sparrow. It's called the Crimson Serpent, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's way cooler. The serpent.
I've written
What do I call it?
sparrow.
The sparrow. It's the serpent. It's the Crimson Serpent.
the serpent?
Yeah.
Right.
We load up the serpent.
We can change it.
How big is the serpent? How many crew would we need to successfully sail it?
I don't fucking
It
know.
is. It's a similar size.
thought he was a sea captain.
I got one
what
page of
Kira
A4
says.
notes, alright.
Kira says it's a similar size to the Sea Ghost. It would need your full captain, first mate, and like 15 crew.
We're going to need a party of.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
The same crew that you use for thingy would be able to crew that boat.
Yeah.
But then we can't take both boats.
Well,
But
there is
no, but
ways
we
in
managed-
nautical
Yeah,
history
we
of towing vessels.
Yeah.
No, but
Let's-
we managed to sail the Sea Ghost when we first got it with us
5
five
minutes, yeah.
and 2 of the people that we black. Did we?
Yeah, and you nearly crashed.
I have.
Yeah, but with
And I could
With
do goats.
2
and
teams of
mastiffs.
10, it should be
Get the
okay.
bag,
think
big bag of
teams of
tricks
10, you'd
out.
be able to sail them. They would be saleable with 2 teams of 10.
I
It would just be more difficult, and if you
Yeah.
hit
I think we
whoever,
should tow.
the rest
Aye.
of the time.
No, but right. You imagine trying to tow a boat under no sail.
I think it's a ship.
You try towing a ship with no sail and running into bad weather. One goes down, they both go down. 2 ships independently sailed will fare better than 2 tied together.
Well, let's tow it out and then we can divvy
No,
up
we
the
need to
crews.
cut it out because we can't bring the Sea Ghost in the range of the gun batteries.
But
Because then we
surely,
lose both ships.
We could get
but
it
if we
out
take the
ourselves.
crew out,
Yeah,
on
we
the
need
island,
we
the
need
cannons
to
aren't a problem.
disarm the cannons. We need to disarm the chain.
Yeah, we could bring our
need to
boat
kill-
Before we even look
We
at
sneak
moving.
in.
We need to kill every living creature on that island,
effectively.
These bastards deserve it,
and
don't worry.
then it is ours. Essentially, it could be our island.
I mean, you,
could live there.
wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a
Shit,
baby.
policeman's cat.
Scarrick, have you not sobered up yet?
But if we take our maximum crewage, we can figure out how we retrieve it once we get there.
How many people would you say is on this island?
At least a dozen.
Can we discuss it as our Mr. Men in private?
I don't think that's necessary.
What? Away from my sister?
Yes.
Hang on. I've just given you all this. If I'm in, I'm in.
With no offence, you have turned up this morning, introduced yourself as as his sister. He doesn't even know who he is. You could be anybody. You might have heard our story from anyone in this land because it's spreading through Oz's wonderful song. You could be leading us to a trap and we could end up penniless, shipless and dead.
Well, no offence, those are actually really good points. So,
I'll go over here.
There are very good points, but if you just look at it real closely, I've been looking at her a lot, and you can definitely see Packard. She got his nose.
I may have something to help. If
This drunk dwarf has something to help.
If you're willing, I can cast his own of truth,
Ah,
and you can't tell a lie.
And if you've got nothing to hide,
alright.
If you're willing,
Sure.
I cast it. So it's a 15.
Do it, mate. Don't fucking care.
It's a 15 foot.
I'm not bothered.
A 15-foot sphere is around us.
Oh, we all have to make saving throws.
Until the spell ends,
Was
a
it
creature
a
that
wisdom
enters the
save,
spell area for the first time on a turn or it starts turn, whatever that. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, my
On a
favourite.
failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
can they choose not to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of like
But then it's like, then you're guilty.
Yeah, you can kind of like avoid the question, but you
what
can't.
is it to succeed?
Charisma saving throw. 13.
Ooh, 14. Like that is safe.
Effect pictures of words.
Charisma saving for +7. 17.
That's some charisma.
Where's charisma?
It's this one.
What's the save on it?
We have no
13.
proficiency.
You need to make a charisma save.
Well, unless that's only if she's
You
not
failed.
She's not rolling, yeah.
5.
So I would suggest you don't resist the spell.
Can you tell if she does resist?
It doesn't mention that. I was just looking for it. It doesn't say anything about that. So
I imagine you can't
she
tell.
could still be using
No.
subterfuge right now. No, I don't say anything about it.
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on
Oh,
the
there you
saving
go.
throw. It says it right there. Stop smoking. Use your good eye.
Yeah, it does fuck 'em.
So yeah, you know.
So if
But
Kira was
yeah.
to try and save
Okay,
against
yeah.
it, you'd know whether she'd say.
Yeah, so hence why I will have been more like if you're willing. So yeah. So it's up to you.
Do
If
you-
you want to roll against it, you can, but you did say you were willing, so it's up to you.
oh no, I've lost my thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused.
So they're casting zone of truth, so you have to tell the truth. If you can either choose to resist it, but then they'll know whether you've resisted it. If you don't resist it, then you have to tell the truth. That's all.
Okay.
You just can't lie. It's like liar,
Mm.
but mini. It's up to you. These are 4 strangers who are just trying to
Yeah,
force
see,
magic
I'm
on you.
not
so-
ready to share that much with you guys.
Well, you tell them then.
Well, that's why you
You
could.
tell them.
Yeah.
You could roll against it.
But you'd know.
Well, if she
Yeah, but all we're going to ask
fails,
is,
then it's just the same.
is he really your brother? Are you leading us into a trap? Will you sleep with Ozzy?
That was going to be my question.
Well,
Well,
coloured
enemy.
panties, eh?
How long does it last for?
10 minutes.
10.
So we'll cast a spell, you answer our 3 questions, and we'll leave and walk out the zone and plan the mission.
Aye.
Go on then.
Are you
Let's cast.
re-rolling or not?
I'm going to roll against.
Roll it in.
Oh my god, I completely forgot how to play D&D.
So you want to do a charisma. Is it a charisma save?
Yeah.
So over here, and then you click the thing.
Well, it's not really working then, boys. Oh wait, no. What was the 17 then? Or was that a roll?
That was just a charisma check. 'Cause I'm a fucking amateur.
Ask away, boys.
Do you find me attractive?
No.
Did it work?
I love that whatever happens next, Ozzy's brain is like, it can't have worked. It can't have worked. It's not working.
It's not working. We can't trust anything you
She's
said.
It wasn't a love spell, was it?
Is he your brother?
Yes.
Hello.
Are you leading us into a trap?
It's not a trap for you.
See? I told you. This is my wonderful sister, and what she says is the truth.
Do I just need to try a different hairstyle?
That was your 3 questions.
Right. Off we pop.
Do you think the 4 of us will be enough to take on these 12?
Absolutely.
Well, I've noticed have we all noticed that there's a lizard folk in there? How many is there?
I think Ozzy has, apparently. You can make a perception check.
Well, could anyone think of anyone that we might owe us a favour? No, I'll do it. What am I doing?
Perception.
Perception.
What's your passive, to be fair? I mean, the guy's not hiding.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah, 5. No, I'll use 5.
I just stand up in the pub and I say, will anybody go with us on a venture to fight pirates?
Picard.
What?
I pull him back down.
What?
Picard. You don't know who's in here. This kind of place. There might be people from that association, organisation.
Then we will kill them.
Yeah, but they're not going to tell us that. They're just going to go and give them a heads up. And let us know.
I see. Ignore that last message. We are not looking for people to assist us in the capture and killing of pirates.
Picard, sit down.
Not.
Someone telling.
Is it? Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
I say, it's okay, chaps, I've covered it. I've covered bases. Nobody is the wiser.
Don't make me cast spells on you.
Luckily, the empty net isn't exactly a place where people care. So no one's really... as you look around the room after this message, I'll say, after Picard's announced that, you look around the room, you don't see anyone really reacting, but this would be a point where you spot there is a lizard folk in there.
We could ask the lizard folk to help us. They do kind of owe us a favour.
Oh, the guy over there
I think-
under the hood.
That's the one.
A bit busy with the war, probably, but
I mean, we need a crew. So
Well, we have our ready to hire crew that we get from.
yeah, but
what's his
168
face?
gold. I mean, it's coming out of your family's inheritance.
Well,
That's
we're
for a
going.
week. There is a daily rate.
Yeah.
You know as
No,
well that
it would.
the
Yeah.
Mariners Guild in Saltmarsh is a place where you can go to hire a crew.
Do we take 2 crews?
no, I think we do one
Won't
crew
be
and
enough.
throw it.
One crew.
Don't worry,
will do.
Styles.
I think one crew, and we split it in half, and
Yeah.
one half sails one ship back.
I would say 1's enough, but only if we can stealth a chunk of it.
Still.
Like, you guys don't strike me as the most subtle type.
You're
but
speaking of
that's-
Mr.
What do you mean? Not subtle.
Are you
I
wearing
take
your full
offence.
armour as well at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he ever taken it off in the month and a half we've known it?
You did one. Well, you
I've
changed
got
it, didn't
minus 1 on stealth.
That's his advantage.
Yeah, I've got plus 5.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you
plus-
hang back until
plus 10,
someone
but it
doesn't
don't really
click away or
work.
something.
You need a Curtis dice.
You want to borrow this?
Well, what we shall do is we shall hire the crew, head out on our ship,
like Star said, the lizard folk. All
That's
those
right,
favourites,
yes.
so let's go see what he has to say. I get up and walk over with an extra drink,
Right.
sit down next to him, put it with him.
So,
Just question. We don't have to share the treasure with our crew the more we get, though, do we?
No, they are hired for the job at hand.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yes, they will get their rate, and they will be happy with it.
Good.
Shouldn't the hire of the
Standard
crew come out
subcontract.
out the?
Oh yeah, the hire
Treasure.
will come out of the
Yes.
earnings.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't actually discussed our rate, have we? What do we get?
Rate? This is my
I did.
family's fortune.
I said
It's
we're
not
his
rate.
family now, so we all get an even share.
All of
Not
the
their
all of the
stuff, but
proceedings
there's gonna
will
be treasure
go
there.
into furthering our development as the greatest naval force in the world.
Private naval force.
Exactly.
The ship and the sword are ours. The treasure, whatever.
Yes, those things are specific.
Right.
I sit down next to and give him a
sit
drink.
down.
And Fisk is mine.
Oh there.
The first thing you notice is,
Oh, I've got some lizard words.
I've got some lizard.
while you look for him, you look over this lizard folk,
Sure, his left was one, wasn't it?
and his plate in front of him has hunks of cheese and breads on. He is drinking an ale out of a small mug, and you see, as he sort of brims a smile,
I have 5 words.
as he brims a smile as you sit down, you see he has no teeth.
Ah, that's gross. Benstalk.
Bensvilk to you too.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think Bensvilk means welcome.
It means good.
Yeah.
Good to you too.
Axon.
Trying to remember. Axon means stop, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Sarif. Queen's advisor.
I walk over and I say, "Excuse me, my good man, do you speak common?"
He sort of looks at you both, and his eyes sort of look across you, and then it registers. Oh, it's you! You're the people who came to my home.
Yes, the Mr. Men.
You're the warriors. Splendid to meet you. I'm Sarkoon, the Toothless.
Sarkoon
Toothless.
the Toothless.
And yes, I speak common.
That's helpful.
Good, because I'd be very confused how you got to this point. You've learnt those 3 phrases.
Yeah.
What is it? It's like, is it Family Guy?
Yeah.
where It literally has 10 from sentences. It's like, I know that sentence, and this one explaining the sentence
Yeah.
that I know. And it's like, really? Is that it? And it's like, okay.
Are you well, Toothless?
I'm very well, thank you.
What brings you to our
Please
town?
join me. I am
Why don't you join us on our table over here
Oh,
Yes, we have friends. Come.
in the bubble?
very well. And he picks up his plate and thingy, and he walks across and sits down. He doesn't resist anything.
So he's entered the bubble.
Yeah, I think isn't it only people? Is it just a zone now? And it's
Yeah,
there?
it's a 15 sphere around our
Yeah,
table.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, is it? He doesn't click on or anything.
He would register that he's walked into it, to be fair.
Okay, as he walks in, he goes, "Oh, how interesting.
Just to know what that feels like.
There seems to be a force field. Is one of you magic?
Sorry, that's just me. It's just
Oh,
we spell with time.
you're the small one that came.
Aye, that's me.
Yes,
Very small.
Pensvelk.
yes, good. Well,
Cow.
Shit.
I just get my fucking lizard folk words up, don't I?
Potok Dukal.
What's up?
Oh, bad. It was bad something, wasn't
It's stupid human.
Ducal is
Human.
it's human. However, it's slang human because what it means is two-legged.
Oh.
Yeah. So he enters and he comes and joins me, puts his plate down. I have come to Saltmarsh to venture forth. Now the alliance has been built between us. unfortunately,
We did some good.
I am not quite accepted
We did some
with my own race.
We did some. Not good enough.
With your illness, did you see?
With my own race.
How so, Toothless? How so?
Well, and he sort of lifts up the plate. I'm a vegetarian, you see,
Ah,
and that's not really how we do it back at home.
how controversial.
But I also work with herbs. And he opens a small little bag that he's got, and inside is just a series of like herbs and salves and stuff like that. Yes, my hobby and sort of path is very limited in a muddy hole. So it's been fantastic to get out and just see the world. Now people don't treat us like barbarian people that will eat babies.
Yes, there was
You
a
didn't. You
problem.
never ate babies, though, right? That was all just a.
Oh no, I'm
No,
vegetarian.
but they'd feed them to dragons.
Yeah, they do
But we
food
established that was fine.
We'll bring that up again.
Well, how fortuitous of you. I'm glad to hear you prosper, despite your standing. I know you're a herbalist, you say.
Yes, I
Interesting.
experiment
I
to make
believe it's
salves.
pronounced an herbalist.
Well,
I experiment with the herbs, making salves and formulas and things like that.
what salves do you have? What's your best salve?
And he sort of rakes through and he pulls out a small pot, ceramic, like earthenware, like you saw when you're in the lizard folk thing. This one, if you rub onto a wound, it has antiseptic properties and will help to stop the rot.
That is most intriguing.
I got a spell for that.
Yes, but we don't want to waste our spells on rot prevention. And I presume you sell your salves?
I've never really thought of it like that. Not many people spoke to me at home, so you could say there wasn't really a market.
I see. So if I was to want this salve, what would you want in exchange for it?
I don't know. What have you got?
Do you have need for gold?
Well, this food out here costs money. Our food at home ran about and we killed it. Whereas these vegetables and things that I enjoy seem to be more pricey.
Indeed. Well, I will gladly give you gold for your salve. My
That
good
would
man
be
Toothless.
exceptional. Yes.
Bloody exceptional.
Packard.
I will, here.
It's not the healing potion.
And he gives you the pot of salve. And
Not meant to yeah. How much do you want? How much?
he's taken the gold.
I haven't given him an amount.
You said I'll give you some gold.
A gold.
He said, yeah.
Can't go back. We all heard it. It's on camera.
What is this camera doing?
So he gives you this ceramic pot, and then he also rummages around a little bit deeper and rapidly mixes two herbs together. When you've used this first tub, simply mix these and grind with a milk, and you will have a second one. Gold is a lot of money for this.
I bend down and like sort of like scoop up a bit of like dust and mud off the floor. And I have here some
Purified face
paste
rub.
that stops herpes, and it's only 2 gold. You interested? Herpes and scurvy. Scurvy is very... You don't want to get scurvies.
I say, Mr. Ozzy, there are 2 points I must raise. One, I know you're not
selling yourself.
I know you're not to be a herbalist. 2, I've just seen you pick that shit off the floor.
Oh fuck! It is actually shit. Ah, is that your goat? Jesus.
I will not fall for your prank
Precedent.
any longer.
Toothless, are you familiar with any poisons or anything?
No, mine is more remedies and to be honest, making fine seasonings as well.
I have these arrows with some type of red. I'm assuming the red's on the tip. Yeah.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. And it's not cheating. If the tip, and I show him to see if he recognises or knows anything.
He takes it and has a look, and he sort of scratches a bit off with one of his claws, smells it,
Dies.
Seems to be just dried blood. But perhaps, I mean, it's been there a while, it may cause an infection. The salve would be good if you cut yourself with it.
Ugh, bloody hell.
Do you make anything else, Toothless?
No,
you-
I'm just trying to find my
Do you
way.
have a boat crew?
Do you crochet?
No, I travel by land. And, being the way I am, I can also swim quite well.
Yeah, I'm not sure this guy's going to be any help on this mission.
Perhaps not the mission, but he's a good ally to have, nonetheless.
Oh, nonetheless.
Aye, nonetheless.
Well, Toothless, nonetheless, it was a pleasure.
Nonetheless, to you too.
Nonetheless.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Ben's elk.
Yes.
Leave you to your
Axe
evening.
on. Axe off.
Thank you for talking to me. And went to
Of course,
see
it
my
was
way.
a pleasure. We hope to see you again.
Oh, I plan to travel on up the coast, so
Well, we'll never see you
perhaps. Perhaps we will meet again.
again. Yes, well, safe travels.
Thank you.
As they're talking, I sort of scooch up next to Kira.
Here we
I'm
go.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
So, you said you've never heard of crossbows and roses?
No, is that a weapon? What?
That was my band.
Well, like a music group?
Yes, like a music group.
Oh.
I do music. We were like really famous. Loads of hits. You must have heard of some of them.
Get your iPod out.
Google Doc. Hits.
Was that the world's first record? I don't know how I'm going to play this yet. I made
It's
it.
gonna be awesome.
You must have heard of some of them. Welcome to the dungeon? Nope. All along the parapet.
These are.
Oh my god. I put a
bloody hell,
X
what a
on
work.
you. And now you're mine. None of these ring a bell.
No.
Should I slay or should I go now?
Should you slay? I don't. Who?
Fuck me. Here, take this. You're welcome. I hand you like a picture. It's got like my autograph on it.
Thank you.
It's not that well printed.
It's hand drawn.
I lean over
This
to
is a
the
nighttime activity, just sitting and hand drawing flyers.
Huh.
Yeah, I lean over and say, you can throw that away, it's fine.
Thanks.
Hey, this worth good money.
Hey, Mr. Osborne, what's that?
Osborne.
Hellborn.
Oh,
Helly Osborne. It's gone, it's cool.
What was it? What was it?
I was asking you what it was, but it's gone now.
Well, enough of these larks. Let us prepare for our mission. We will go hire the crew.
No, I think we need to go sleep first.
No, we will hire the
There's
crew.
no one's going to.
We still haven't played this pub game I've been hanging on to as well.
What's
He wants
this?
to bet some stuff. Crown and Anchor.
Have we got pub games?
Yeah, I've been hanging on to this, sorry.
it's alright. I thought this would be a game from Hardline.
Do we need a dike?
This is a game from our hometown, although he doesn't remember
Do you remember
As the truth spell
it.
one.
You were really good at it.
Yeah,
I was. That stands to reason. I am very skillful and knowledgeable in all.
I would suggest people bet 6 gold. And then they
I'm
can
going to bet
use
6 gold.
I'm going to bet
So
7.
the normal thing is someone plays a house, and the house will take anything that doesn't win, but the house also pays out. It's very similar to blackjack. Blackjack? No, roulette. So you place
Completely
your
different game.
I said the wrong one. That's all. So you place your bet of gold on a number, and then you roll 3 10-sided die. And if you match 1, you get it back. If you match 2, you double it. You match 3, then you get 3 times. If you bet on a crown, you're betting on all the evens. Bet on the anchor, you bet on all the odds. So if you take it down.
Oh, I know I'm betting on the ground. Like this one I'm wearing here.
That's another thing. So these are just to represent
There,
gold.
Okay.
Is this dice loaded too?
Hope not. And let me find 3 d10s.
Bon, by the way, we keep talking about this loaded dice. It's not actually a loaded dice, but this is your dice that I bought you from when we first started. You left them here, and for some reason, I just can't really roll anything lower than a 10.
I thought mine are different, aren't they? I've still got some dice. They're kind of green.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. There we go.
Was it those?
I think so.
Yeah, that's right. Did I leave them here? I don't remember that.
Oh, well.
Cool story.
So
I thought it was a really
nice story for what
So
it's
you're
worth.
gonna stop using the loaded dice now?
This must be the one that came with the D&D set then.
Oh,
Basic.
and they got loaded.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to trip.
We'll edit this out in post.
That's why we never leave. Okay,
Good.
I got 3 d10.
Do you want to tilt stop a touch?
Do you want to chuck
I'll
a?
try. It's a bit precarious, you see.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Want to chuck a dice train?
No.
Where the fuck are you going?
Get this shit
Where the
out!
fuck are you going?
He's like not even bothered with me this whole time, and then as soon as I start moving around upstairs with any intention, he's like, "You're taking me out! Come on, bitch! Move! Get me outside!"
And I thought it was a nice doggy.
No, you're not.
Right, chuck a dice
Bad
train.
man.
Show me
It was
no
the
way
house.
it's a dog.
'Cause she's got no
It goes
money.
round.
Alan's basically like
So the
that.
normal
That's a good
practice
point. I
would
have no money.
be- Yeah, but if
Are you going to
win-
loan your sister some money?
Someone buy me in, will you?
Yeah, I'll loan Kit 6 gold.
So I think you start with
You
6,
generally-
just to see who wins at the end.
Yeah.
But you bet as much as you want, so you could bet 1 on each one, and just make a note.
So what we're doing with this dice?
Pick the numbers.
So that's just to represent your bet. I presume most people are just bet 1, but if you want to bet more than 1, put 1
So
on some.
are we putting the number of what we're betting? So if we're betting
Nah,
2,
put
I'd
it
put
on the
a
numbers.
2.
There's 1 to...
No, but that's a good point. If you want to bet more.
Yeah, so if I want.
Oh yeah, so if you want to
Yeah,
bet 3 gold on one, like 2 or something.
Okay. And what's the crown? Evens.
That's all the evens, anchors, all the odds, but the payout's slightly less.
Is that what's that 2 to 1?
So I'm not sure. If you match it with one of these dice, you get the same. If you match it with 2, you get 1.5. Match it with 3, you double.
My card puts 6 gold.
I want 6 gold on the crown. 6 gold on the crown.
All in. Crowns it up.
So that's what I do.
Who was
right?
the house the
playing
first
house
time?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't bet. If your house, you don't bet.
I get you. You're the 3 on it then. So how many?
roll?
So is it a total that equals the odd or not?
Alan!
All 3
So-
odds.
Each number counts different. I'll tell you in a second.
Sorry, can you not correct him?
Shut up.
I think it's Alan that needs to shut up.
Correct.
That dog is incorrect.
I wish you had autocorrect.
Ready?
Has everyone bet?
Yeah.
What you got? What numbers?
6, 7, 4.
6, 7, and 4. So if you're on a 6, 7, or 4, you win. Anybody?
Yep.
6,
Sorry,
9. And if you're on evens, what was that?
I was just
Well, we get
whispering
6
to
and a
future
4.
Kurt. I
So
just
these
got it.
get 1.5 back. So you're getting 9 gold, Kira,
Yeah, boy.
because odd and 8 lost. But the crowns, because they got 2 evens in there, you get 1.5 back. So you owe. Who put 6 down? You owe Aussie 9,
You put 6 down.
So
and you owe
I half of it.
how much?
I get
What did you
1.5
put?
back. I put
Yeah,
2 on the crown.
So you owe Scarab 3.
So,
Okay, hang on, how much did I win? 6.
You won 9.
and I lost 3.
So I gain 3.
So I have 6.
You gain 3.
Is this gold I'm putting in my inventory now?
Yeah, you're betting with gold.
Money's money.
So I think you came out slightly better off in the end.
6 in the end, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you still need to pay Aussie.
Oh, sorry, it was
9.
Scarif.
I get 3 gold.
3. Who else was there?
Aussie
Aussie
owes 9. So you can. I think you only got enough to pay him like 6.
Yeah.
I thought I had to pay him.
No,
Yeah,
you
but-
won.
No, because the house.
I can't give you 6 just because he's your brother to start. Before
Okay, so I had 6 plus 9 then. Okay. So I had 15.
Yeah.
gave you 3, so that's 12, and I owe you 6?
9.
9, okay, so I've got 3, yeah.
It'll make sense after a couple
Will
of
it?
rounds. We'll do one round each. Right, Pat, you're the house this time, so everyone take your bets back. You can bet on
Place
what you
your
want.
bets, gentlemen.
Placard
No, you
bets
get to bet.
6.
I mean, they always say,
Again?
like, you gotta leave while you're up, so I'm out.
It's up to you.
I'm always on that motherfucking ground.
So we've got a 10, an 8, and a 7.
An 8.
So 2 evens. So you were an 8, so you get your coins back.
And then some.
Nope, still the same. If you match it and you only get 1, if there was 2 8s, you get double. If there's 3 8s, you get triple.
Ah, shit.
There's 2 evens.
Seems worth it.
So these get 1.5 again. So
9 each.
they get their 6 back, plus
9 each.
3. So you own 3.
There's still 9 each.
Yeah, but there's already 6 on the table. And then you get 3.
Give me that 9.
So you're 3 down on that, Pat.
This is an odd game where it seems more profitable just to bet odd or even than it
I always
is
do.
to take a chance on a number.
I never take a chance.
Your conventional roulette would give you like 35 times back what you put on it.
Yeah, you really did shit that night.
I won, but somehow I'm no better.
Well, 2 rounds and I'm like, well, I'm nearly like 20 gold down.
20 gold.
I like that
God.
house.
18 gold down so far.
That's because I keep putting, you've only put like 1 gold, I keep putting 6.
This is the precursor
Right.
to roulette.
Place your bets.
refined over the years.
I'm putting 6 on odd.
Here you go,
Can't
another to
be.
bet, Kira.
I think I do.
Well, it hasn't failed us
Do you
yet.
want to borrow 6?
Nice. Oh, go on.
We're gonna clean pie card out.
See, if you get a free odds, then you lose.
Everyone's put 6 down.
I presume people have bet with singles, but never mind.
Give us your money, pie card.
We have a 4, a 7, and an 8.
That's it, yeah.
Another 9.
2 evens.
Another 9 to me and
I
Kurt.
lost again.
And does Kira break even?
Yeah.
What is the little anchor symbol?
So that's the odds.
So-
Yeah,
yeah,
mine's,
so it's
mine's
on
just
the
get
crown.
6.
So you
straight
all
back.
get 9 again, and you lose. You get 6, but lose
So you get yours straight back, and they win 3.
25.
Sorry, I was
You
crowned
lose 19
anchor.
gold now.
No, this
What?
is where you get it wrong. So there's 6s. So whoever's on here, they just get their 6
Who
back.
was that? That wasn't me.
Who was odd?
That was me.
Yeah.
So you just get your 6 back because there was 1 odd in
There's
there.
one odd, right?
These, you only need to give them out of the house 3 each because they've already got their 6 there, so they take that back. So you lose 9.
Brilliant.
So I gain 3
You
gold.
gain 3, you gain 3, you gain 3. You see what
Ah.
I mean? So like, if you win, you get your bet back, but then you might get a bit more. But if, for example, there'd been no evens in that hand, then pie card would have got 18 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the benefit of being on one of these numbers then?
So you can get triple. So if there's a triple 1 on there,
No, but there's no
You get
difference
triple
between being on these numbers and being on odds
Yeah.
and evens.
yeah.
All
Or
right,
you either
don't-
get same,
don't pick his
1.5
logic
or
apart.
double. I didn't make this last night.
I thought Kira brought it.
Yeah.
He made it
This is
for me last
ancient
time.
gaming hard buy. They don't bet much. So on the thingies, you either get the same 1.5 or double. Whereas on the single numbers, you get the same double or triple.
I think.
So that we're putting it on 1, are we?
No, you're
No,
putting
you're
odds
on-
and even.
on even.
Even.
Just straight even.
I think it should be double.
Yeah, it
Because
should
the
be,
odds,
if you look-
the odds of getting
Yeah,
all
I'm
3
in the
numbers.
pub. You're in the pub.
Well, right,
Rewrite
Kira,
the
your
rules.
game shit. Right, no wonder it
I,
hasn't.
I never want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder it hasn't
Henry.
caught on in the rest of the world.
It's the thing. You can rewrite the rules.
Fine.
In your game.
Fine, fuck it. You've ruined it. Right? Play something else then.
Who wants your fight?
Everyone
Let's
get
play
ready
fighting.
for Crown and Anchor's version 2 to come next in person session.
It needs a bit of work, Kira.
Yeah.
I'll be
And
honest.
as
Alright. It was pretty boring in my pirate cell, alright?
you drink late into the evening and discuss whatever you wish to do.
that a rat skin? Flattened out a rat skin and drawn out.
It's a quality piece of
I put a lot of effort into that, and you just took the piss.
I didn't take the piss. I I was just unhappy with my results. Because I bet
I love the
on
game. I
a
got
very unlikely result, and I was not
Most people
rewarded.
would dot ones around that, I thought. Like,
Yeah, even if I put 1 on, I'd win 1.
No, you win 3 if you.
I wouldn't win 3. Otherwise, I should have won like 14 on the last one.
No,
think-
it's not. Yeah, it's not
I
the
think we
dice.
should just play
How
the
can you take
classic-
that? Yeah, it should have been like
The
that.
classic game rollers. Me and Sky know how to play rollers.
Bring it on.
How much you bet?
7.
14.
Damn.
I'll win. Hand over all your money.
What's the one that playing Pirates of the Caribbean where they?
It's liar's dice.
1 gold.
I've got live dice. Though.
Yeah, I love it.
Isn't that just dice? They just need dice.
Who
You
wants,
need a lot of dice.
who wants to play rollers?
Both got a lot of dice. What's roll is highest dice wins.
It's, yeah.
What we're betting?
1 gold.
1 gold. 20? Yeah.
12.
Fuck, you cheating with that dice? 5.
And up.
Double or quits?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
16.
Triple I quit.
It's a 1, which means a gold coin flies into his eye. He's blinded for the rest of the day.
Oh, the dice fell on the floor. I didn't see what the number it was. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Oh well.
2 gold. Tosser.
No, quits. Double or quits, I'd have out. Resets the bet.
True, yeah.
What?
I thought double or quits.
No,
that what
I'd
that
pay you
actually means?
double and I'd have nothing. I thought that's what it meant.
Quits, yeah.
Double or quits,
I
yeah.
thought it was like up in the ante.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've lost, so he's up 1. So we double it or we quit it if I win.
Yeah,
It's like
he's right.
cancelling his
Quit,
debt.
so yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I've always thought like. Yeah, I thought you'd be saying it
every day I'm
2
being
after that.
Why are you in so much debt, James?
I don't know anything.
double or I pay.
Heads are tails. Heads are win, tails you lose.
So, what's the plan then? We need to go get a
We
crew.
need to hire a crew.
We need to go
and
to
set
bed.
sail.
We need
There's
to
no
go
one
to bed.
open right now.
It's 2 in the morning. We need to get magic in across the river again because I ain't walking round.
Oh, we need to cross the river, like walk across.
Can I ride the seagulls this time?
You can
Seagulls
ride
ride
with
it
me.
last time.
Styles, you're my pal.
Yo, Mark.
Hold me.
So, you pay up your dues, which you've already paid at the bar, and then you make your way out. Stumbling round, you head to the water's edge, and Kira, before your eyes, you see who's got a spell.
I have this well.
Picard whispers something and makes some hand motions, and then they all just begin to walk out across the water on top.
Well, you couldn't do that last time I saw you.
No, this is new.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this.
I like it too, if I'm honest.
Come on, Kira, you're alright.
I am.
You can step on it too, it's safe.
I am in fact the Messiah of the sea.
So the guy said.
Now the fighting makes sense. So you head your way back to the Sea Ghost and settle down for the evening.
Yeah, so
Anything you
I
wish to do before you go to sleep?
dragged Kira's bed
Move
into.
Kira's bed.
Thank
Kira
you.
is in-
Kira, check this out. Check this out. Wait, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. And jump onto the bed, completely naked.
How is it rotating? Is there just someone you've hired like
Someone
that?
has to
No,
grab
no,
Kira.
it's
She has
spell,
a handle
don't you?
on the wall.
Oh, does it have? That's right. I use mage hand. So you see this like ghostly hand like reach out to the handle on the wall, and it's just turning it for me, and I'm just in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, good for you. I'll see you in the morning.
What? Oh, damn it.
You hunker down if there's nothing else to discuss, and you rest for the evening. The ship's fair. It's rocking gently in the dock's waters, and morning breaks as light comes through the floorboards above. You awake, and the day is yours.
I cast detect magic because that's all I've got. I don't have identify.
Oh, on what?
What cast now?
It's just like concentration up to 10 minutes, and I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. I guess I can see.
Tell
what
me what
type of
you
magic
said.
it is.
If things were magic.
Yeah, and it can tell me what type of school of magic
You
it
can
is.
identify
I
objects.
can identify what
Basically, I'm
magic is.
pulling out my brass bell and I'm looking at that. Is
Okay.
there anything magic about it?
And I come running up with my arrows that are not just dried blood, poisoned or
There is
something.
nothing coming off the arrows. However,
You've been had.
there is a mild magic to the brass bell. It's hard to
I've
tell
paid
really.
the bell phone in my pocket.
But there's just like a really mild. If you've looked at objects before, you know when there's like homebrewed magic and there's like proper wizards and
Yeah.
arcane magic. This is like a mild magical thing.
Anything from Picard?
I mean, Picard has got. You're carrying magic items, aren't you?
So it's just
Oh,
calling
yeah,
it
I've got
magic.
various
Mr.
things
Picard,
and
do you mind
doodads on.
getting your wee compassy doodad?
The mechanical one?
Hey, do you mind
Yes.
just holding that up for
that
me?
sort of-
Anything from that?
There's no magic coming from that. It's pure mechanics.
Pure science.
Aye, that's
Scary.
pure science, that.
And as you look at it, it strikes with you because obviously being a blacksmith, you have you work with your hands and stuff like that. But you know of eccentric tinkerers out there and people like artificers who like relish in creating items like this, like purely mechanical, maybe a little bit of magic imbued, but this one is just solely mechanics and magnets and all that stuff.
Okay.
But you sense it could be dwarven, perhaps.
I think
Pretty
that
neat,
might
isn't
be
it?
of my people, that.
Oh, well, you can't have it back.
We have appropriated it.
Yes, I'm appropriating.
If you
Belongs in
want,
the museum.
if you want, I can identify that bell for you. Tell you exactly what it
Oh,
is.
aye, definitely.
You see that when the brass bell is fixed, it will attract a nearby cow to your position when run.
What?
Always handy.
We've got to fix that bell.
I have all the animals now. I have 3 different animal calling things. Awesome.
So,
That's it.
I'm going to head over to the forge and start
Fixing it.
fixing up. Oh, I suppose I probably need to go and get some brass. Won't
I'd like you to start
I'd say the
working on
brass
a
bell
ballista
it's not,
first,
it's not
to be
too
fair.
broken. The bell body itself is intact. It's just you need to
Maybe a
reattach
nice
the
copper
ringer.
weld on the crack or something.
Yeah, I think you just need to re-rivet it.
Yeah.
How's that ballista
I'll start
coming,
working on that.
Mr. Scarrick?
Yeah, how's the ballista?
Aye, really, ding, ding, really good here.
Sounds like you're working on it.
Styles, you seem like the most sensible person to round up a crew for this adventure.
Yes, Mr. Styles. I will put you in charge of hiring the crew.
That's what I meant, obviously.
Obviously, yes.
Thank you. I will go see Gellin and see if his crew's available.
Sorry,
We've
just
used them before.
sorry to interrupt. We have a basilisk, or half of one. Basilisk, what are they called?
Ballista.
Ballista, basilisk.
No, we don't.
We want
I mean,
to-
I'm
Do we have
definitely
cannons?
working on it right now. No.
No, cannons
But there
didn't-
are cannons on this island, which I think we should require.
Cannons didn't exist, and then they started to exist, and now they've
And then
more
Paul told
popular.
us, no, you can't have cannons, and now there's apparently cannons.
Yeah.
So stealth is definitely the right option then.
Yes.
The law of the land is most ships have siege weapons. However, heavy duty ships have cannons, which often get procured by pirates, which is why pirates tend to use them whenever possible.
Seems very illogical. What do you got? I got a big gettable. What do you got? Steel balls to
Well,
throw you.
gunpowder's rare.
Yeah.
You might have a cannon, but can you actually fire it?
Yeah, think of all the metal it takes to make a cannon. Versus ballista is one bit of metal and wood.
Yeah, if only we had our own blacksmith.
I know, that'd be handy.
I'm working on it.
Better not be playing with that bell again.
Playing with that bell end.
So, how many did you say it was 2 days?
Because I'm ringing it.
No, it's more than that. It's 4,
It
is
is.
it?
By the way, Paul, as soon as I've
It's
made
taking you
it,
longer.
4 days.
I am
so-
ringing that bell.
Yeah,
That's- yeah.
Let's see.
luckily you'd probably be at sea.
Swimming behind.
Herds of cows
Sea
swimming.
cows. Sea cows. Sea cows.
Manatee.
It's it's 4 days travel. So you suggest
Just ordering some leather. Ordering takeout.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Your map's too big.
Where'd you get this map from, Paul? It's lovely.
I've got it printed. So this is the. We don't need the full thing out. We're up to the bit where we need. So if that end just goes over the side, it can stay on the thing. So this is the original map. Obviously we are here in this section. This is the Dreadwood that you guys travelled through, and this is the marsh where the lizard folk was.
Yeah, we haven't really gone very far, have we?
No, you can
That's massive, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is only a little bit of it as well, isn't it?
No, this is the entire world.
Oh, okay.
So, Black Shark Isle is around here. You were going to suggest, Kira, that you went to Fairwind Isle first and then headed across.
How's that
However,
used? How's it there?
you could head to Black Shark Island and anchor on the small isle on the back. But travel time, each square is, I think you can travel 2 squares a day. That's 12 hours sail.
And we can
Yeah, but you'd sail for 24 hours.
We can do 120 miles.
It's 120 miles a day.
to sleep.
That's 24 hours
Right, drop the anchor. But
It's 60 miles.
It's 10
a day.
miles deep. Just drop the
You
fucking
can go sail
anchor.
through the night. Sailing through the night is optional, but it's more risk because navigation is harder.
We can do it.
So what we've got to do is anchor in a bay each night. We can't.
You can anchor,
You can anchor at sea.
You
as
can't
long
just
as there's an
anchor.
anchor floor.
Of course you can.
Sea anchor.
Yeah.
You
Sea
see,
anchor,
it's
sea
just-
anchor.
The anchor don't go on the floor, it just goes behind the boat.
Yeah, sea anchor it.
It just keeps you in the general area, doesn't it?
You can anchor at sea.
Yeah, of course you can.
Or you can.
You can have a dragon, but I'm not having, you can just drop anchor at any point.
Most ships anyway would hug the coast as they travelled. So you could get
I'll do that.
to this smaller isle in a day and then across. So it's up to you.
Right, go get that crew.
Aussie's hugged up and down that coast.
Right, let us set sail.
So I'll go see Gellin and negotiate to have a crew for 2 weeks, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Seeing as the cost of them is coming out of their money.
I will actually start
You can
working
do
on
it
it.
daily. You don't have to do it in weeks.
Once I'm done
Yeah,
with
but
spell,
if it takes
I'll get
what was it, 4 days there, 4 days back, plus complications.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do it we'll just pay him however much we owe him.
Yeah, but we get back, yeah.
We'll pay him a week in advance.
Yeah, that's good.
Pay him a week in advance, and then whatever extra days we'll pay him when we get back.
Yeah.
Beautiful, that's business.
Who's going to stock the ship?
Huh? What?
Provisions.
Provisions.
Fresh water, fruit.
Now, I don't need any of this.
I don't want to roleplay that.
Provisions can be stocked by the crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
Get the crew to bring provisions.
Yes. Thank you, crew.
Did we set a pot? We set a pot up, didn't we?
There's a ship pot, isn't there?
Yeah, but I can't remember where it is. It might be my
Can
other
I go see the
notebook.
carpenter and start asking for my woodwork to be made up?
Yeah. Are you drawing the plans first?
Yeah, I probably would have
Make-
already sketched
You
them.
better have that list
So you-
finished by the
you've
time we
got your
get there.
sketches from the sea,
Yeah,
or
there's
the
a lot of sketching. from
Soul of the
that,
Winter. Let's say you've drawn them into plans. Just make an intelligence check.
yeah. Didn't go well
I'll
for me
say
last
with
time.
advantage because it is in your area.
I'm sunbathing on the deck of our
I've got a
ship.
feeling it's going to come
With
upside
Ellie.
down. This one. Thank God. Fires backwards.
Launches the operator into the sea.
9. Okay. You take in the plans and explain what it is you want him to build. His initial reaction is no, because the plans aren't complete. They're just sketches and drawings, and this isn't something that he's made. You do make a persuasion check, and we'll see what we can get done with this.
Look, wood just isn't really my thing, you know. I can sort all the metal, but if you could just come up with something better. 18.
18. And what is it you're trying to make?
A
ballista?
A ballista.
Light, medium, or heavy?
Medium.
Medium. Dominant wood. You got 18 on your persuasion. He says, 300 gold in 3 weeks, and he can get it to you.
Done. I'll hand him over 300.
Okay.
Did we say we did have a kitty?
Because
Yeah,
I've just spent £300 of shit, baby.
Yeah, but I can't remember what I did with it.
I thought someone was holding it.
Yeah, I think it might be my notebook at home.
Split it if you want more links.
Yeah.
We can just
What's
deduct it
300
next session.
split then? That's split between
100
5,
each?
but she doesn't have any money yet, does she?
You don't have any money. No.
So,
300 divided by 4.
I don't do that sort of math.
I've got calculator.
That's not easy math.
75 each, is that right? Yeah, 75 each. 300 divided by 4. Yeah, 75 each.
My God, he's got it.
God, I think he's got it. Yeah,
75 gold each.
Yeah,
yeah.
quick break. And then we'll find the crew. What time do you want to have tea? In order to tea?
Tea time.
It's 3:30 now, so in an hour or so.
Yeah.
Beaver
Dickhead, your mic's still on.
You better believe.
I wanted to leave it on, to be fair.
Oh, it burns.
Just a message for
Why does it burn?
editing it.
So yeah, Kira was like, there was like beavers and Beaver King, and we took them out. It was fucking crazy.
Sounds pretty crazy.
Beaver fever, some might say. Oh, beaver fever. Oh yeah, you better believe it. I wrote a song as a hit. Like,
with the gang.
We all enjoyed
It was a hit. It was a ship-wide hit.
there was a festival. I headlined it. I played all the hits, and the crowd fucking loved it.
Good.
But then you spaced out for a moment. I remember this.
Oh
Do you
well,
remember?
I dedicated a song to my band, who I'm no longer with, and yeah, just gotta be a little bit upset.
Why aren't the band with you anymore?
Oh, I had musical differences and went our separate ways.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And where are they now?
Oh, you know, around.
Around.
They're in great, you know, great they're around the world.
In the south.
Are they still performing?
I don't know, honestly. I haven't seen them since.
I killed them.
I haven't seen them since we split up.
Well, that is unfortunate. You must have been very close.
We were very close, yeah, very close.
Like us, chaps.
Oh, closer than that.
Closer than us? How is that possible?
They were my family.
Well, I did hear you say that we're your family in order to claim some stake of my family fortune.
Yeah, they were more family.
There's a lot of gold in this tower, I think.
Good. Yeah, but and after I got a bit upset. Yeah, whatever. I had an orgy with Gellin.
The old man.
And a load of groupies. It was a good night. It was a good day. Good week.
He covers his sadness with
Yes.
sodomy.
I saw.
Yes.
Fever, fever.
His sadness with sodomy.
Oh, you better believe it. Today I'm wearing the beaver crown.
Okay, so who's going where? Who's doing what?
I stand at the helm of the vessel, not driving, obviously. And I
I will. Yeah,
Sort of nod.
one thing I will say, Kira, is
Oh, is your mic back on?
You do notice that Picard occasionally just stands and stares at stuff like the ocean and like just general.
Just the masts and ropes. And
That's when he sleeps.
Yeah.
Just like,
I walk over then and say, "You okay, brother?"
Huh? Yes, I'm just admiring the day. It's a good day, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very
it's good to be back out at sea again.
Yes, the wind in my face and the smell of the sea, which I can't smell, but
We
I
haven't-
presume is still there.
we haven't left yet.
Ah, well, at least we're on
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
That's
good
just
day.
sewage you're smelling.
I farted, I'm sorry.
It's going to be a great day at sea.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling. I take it I'm ready.
You
Is that a cow?
Does anything come?
No, Saltmarsh isn't an animal sort of agricultural area. It's more seeds and grain. So at this point, you don't hear anything. You sense you may have disturbed something.
I love the thought of a cow approaching like the movie It Follows. It's just
Oh,
10 miles away, just
The kid's leaving somebody's homestead
Can
somewhere.
I just ask,
Is this like
where did you all park? You
I'm out in the street.
I'm in 16.
Where did you park?
harbour. No, I'm just on that street, yeah.
But like, you're back
18,
in,
yeah, next
yeah,
year.
but like, there's enough space for like cars to get past and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
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 So for the people on the street, I mean, you two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, park
Well,
like,
I just left
I parked like a grown-up.
Doors open.
Stick with 180.
I parked like someone with a driver's license.
People, yeah, because people are complaining on the house group that like they're struggling to get down the roads and stuff. But I'm assuming it's not that, guys.
I actually thought it was madness driving around here.
Yeah.
People just literally come flying around.
Oh,
us.
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
I was very lucky to get
Yeah.
a space.
No, you're
Literally, as I pulled up, someone
It'll
pulled
be
out.
other people that probably usually park there. They're like, oh my god.
Well, yeah.
It's
They
fine.
parked in my,
Podcast next time.
it's parked in my spot. That's not my spot.
My
Yeah.
bell have a name? Or is it just a
You can call it what you
So I
want.
just put it in as my own
Yeah, it's
entry.
Cow juice bell.
Bell End.
I'd call it cow collar.
Cowbell. Cowbell.
Cowbell.
Bell, Bell End.
We need more cowbell in the band.
We always need more cowbell.
So I've gone to Gellon and requested.
I'll join you to Gellens.
Okay.
So you both go to Gellens. You knock on the door, you're greeted by one of the maids, and after a short amount of time, she takes you to his study up above. She opens the door and he greets you. Ah, good day, fellas.
Is he wearing clothes?
Yeah, he's dressed. And I'd say today he's wearing varying shades of baby blue and white, like frills, long coat.
Gellin, it's a good look. I like it.
Thank you very much, Ozzy. You too. I mean, I don't think I've seen you wear that many outfits, but everything you do wear is good.
Fabulous as always.
Now, what can I do you for? I hear you've been working with Anders.
Yes, we did a short job for him.
Yes.
Here we have, and that Prince Albrecht.
Oh, yes, he was in town, wasn't he? Well, once a prince, and hopefully will be again. Now you've helped him.
He seemed alright. I'll be honest with you, I'm not convinced about Anders. Maybe it's his age.
Oh, I don't know, Ozzy. He's a young buck, isn't he? Always eager to get here, eager to get there, and sometimes I think he should just sit and contemplate like I do. Yes, the amount of times I've rushed into a decision. Anyway, I think he's okay. He's okay.
What do you know of his Verteg? His half-orc butler?
Oh, Verteg, that was the butler for Albrecht. You mean Skerrin?
Scarin, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I was talking to him about Anders and what he thinks of him. He says nothing but good things, but I don't know, it's got a bit of a vibe off of him.
Yes, sometimes I find that with the waiting staff. They just stay too long, don't they?
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I don't know.
He was stood there while I was like having a piss, and I was like, I thought he was shaking
right.
me or something. It was very
I
weird.
think that is too long a minute, isn't it?
It is. That's what the women usually say. It's too long, but what can you do?
Ozzy. I've seen it. It is long.
It is. It is. It's got horns. It has got horns.
I didn't see
I'm
that
joking.
bit.
I'm joking.
To the tax gentleman.
Well,
Oh, yeah, right,
yes.
sorry.
Why are you here? Surely
we-
not to talk about Ozzy's penis.
No. I could leave you two afterwards, but no, we're after a crew. Can we use the same crew we had last time?
I don't know if they're still in town, good fellow. I just went up to the guild of the Mariners, and we just picked them up from there, really.
So, is that where you suggest we go?
Yes. Yes.
Because last time I'm pretty sure you said we could have this crew at any time for any price.
Yes, well, you know, sometimes I say things, sometimes I don't. A couple of them might be there, and I'm sure they'll jump on board, but
It's quite okay. We'll have a
I'm
wander
not
up there.
paying this time, I'll tell you.
No, we have another client. It's quite all right.
Okay. Well, you know it is, just up the lane.
I'll head that way. Am I leaving you, Ozzy?
Well, are we leaving tonight? Leaving or
First
today?
thing.
No, well, we'll have to see with the crew how quickly they can get the provisions out of soon.
So there's no time for us to have a drink tonight.
There's always time
Get
for it.
some girls.
Now? And he pulls up one of the crystals. A drink now, chaps?
I'll
I
have
did
one.
have a
Then.
little
You go
bit
on
of
ahead,
that.
Styles. I'll be with Mr. Gellin. I'll catch up.
Okie dokie.
He pours you a large rum in a sort of crystal glass and pours one for himself.
Fade to black as.
Well, Ozzy, let's catch up on old times.
Oh yeah, pants come down.
As you leave, you're ushered out of the mansion, and there you find your way fairly easy to the Mariners Guild. Now, the guild looks like this.
Did you prefer? That might be why I mentioned it so much. The DM mentioned the guild repeatedly.
Oh, yeah. I wondered why he always going to Gellin's. I thought he was going to like try and get him to pay for it or something. I was like, I'm always up for going to see Gellin.
Who's logged in? You, Cat.
Yes.
I've got beaver fever in my head.
I got that.
Well, yeah,
beaver.
Beaver.
Told you, Kira.
Just
It's catchy.
Mariners Guild Saltmarsh.
I haven't got the lyrics here. You have to watch. Well, I'll find a clip from the episode.
It might
of
just
the
be
song.
loading.
Where is?
It's over there now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
where's the bar?
where do you find it?
I've done many a jaunty tune
Go
over
up
the time.
and click.
Love it.
Is there 3 lines near the plus?
Oh, sorry, what?
That, yeah, click
Oh, yeah.
that. And then in the jam.
God, these horns are doing my fucking head in. I might have to take them off. I can take them off.
Oh, sorry, those horns really horrible for you.
They're like just the tips of them are just like digging in at
Are
the
they
back of my
nipping in?
ears.
Are they bothering your
constantly.
vision?
Newspaper.
Newspaper.
You put it on everyone.
Proper dedicated.
No, I've just put it on to top one, James. Double click
In
it.
a dark room wearing a cloudy contact lens that no one can even see.
Yeah,
not
the guy who's all
I
I see
can
is a
barely
reflection
tell.
on your
Glasses,
glasses.
James. Not that one.
What?
Bob, can
you
you
want?
see
Mariners
that camera screen?
Yeah.
Has it got like a red frame
Yeah.
around it? It's still got.
There you go. So, with maritime being the trade of salt, with being Saltmarsh's main source of trade and wealth, the Mariners Guild is one of the grander buildings in the settlement. Its steep-sided slate roofs top a 3-story building with its large tower visible from the landscape. Atop the tower, a large gold ball rises and falls on a gold rod. This is linked to the tide and shows old sailors' tide times are right.
The tide times.
Its facades are
I know that.
pinpointed with large arched windows, and a big heavy set of wooden doors mark the entry. Today, as most days, they're held open and the sound of chatter can be heard coming from inside. As you enter Styles, the smell of cooked fish and ale hits you, laced with the scent of working men, but not in an overpoweringly unpleasant way.
Good job.
Almost like
You're
pencil
not here.
shavings. The main hall stretches most of the length of the building, and its 2 stories above is a gabled roof lit with large chandeliers. Along the back wall, 3 large log fires burn in stone fireplaces, some of these being used for cooking, cooking fish on skewers and large pots of soups and stew. Along the middle, men gather around long tables and benches, frequently heading to the rear of the hall to large ale and rum casks. Around the hall, doors lead to bunks and walkways, and the raised platform around shows more doors leading to things like this. You're greeted as you enter by a weather-worn old man whose face wrinkles as he smiles to welcome you. He wears simple clothes but your eyes are drawn to the large Guildmaster's chain he wears around his neck. This large linked gold chain is decorated with carved maritime symbols, as well as the easily recognisable symbol of Procan, the god of the seas. Good day to you. How may the Guild of Mariners assist you today?
There's a bar in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's big casts in the back.
One here, please.
Just because I don't go to any establishments without alcohol.
Good morning. I've come for a drink and maybe discuss the chance of hiring a crew.
Oh, drinking a crew, you're in the right place. Man at the tide yourself.
I like to think so, yes. I've been known to...
And he sort of looks you up and down and sees some of the things you're wearing with resemblance. Very well. Please, enter and just ask around. Everyone here are men of the sea.
Seamen.
As you enter and you walk along the main hall, you sort of look out the people. You know the roles that you have to fill are as follows.
Captain, first mate, bosun, quartermaster, surgeon, cook, and crew.
Yep. And the surgeon's optional. The surgeon would tend to come on more journeys that you thought you were going to get attacked. So like a warship would carry a surgeon, whereas a cargo ship wouldn't. You'll need 15 deck hands from the people here. And as you look around, you see there's varying groups of people. There is a large group of what are obviously sailors. They're dressed in general sailor attire, canvas shirts, and they look strong, well-trodden men. A little bit further along from them, there's a group of what appear to be fishermen. These are older. Their attire is slightly different. It's more waterproof and weatherproof.
And chuck over the edge at the end as well.
And then there is another group sort of mingling around the entranceway. These seem to be less experienced people. They sort of try and barter between the two groups, making conversation, whereas these other ones seem quite established in who they work with and how they operate. You also see Luck, the half-orc bosun, who you previously journeyed with, and Sonny, the turtle quartermaster. They're sat around a table, eating and drinking, and just discussing.
So I'll approach them too.
Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you? How are you both doing?
Oh, Stars! It's been a while since we've seen you.
Yes. Yes. Can I get you a drink at all? I've got some business to discuss.
Well, everything's on the house here. For mariners, help yourself. Sit down. Pull up a chair.
Thank you very much.
And you said business.
Yes, we need to go on a little take the Sea Ghost out for a little mission, and was after a crew. I did approach Gillen to see about hiring you guys again. I don't know if you're still available. If you're,
They sort of look at each other, and Sonny is this turtle, which is a tortoise person, massive shell. His shell is covered in like fishing nets and trinkets, and he looks weathered and aged, but he's like quite tough. Sonny looks across at Luck, the big green half-orc, and he sort of a wry smile comes across his face. Aye, we wouldn't mind journeying with you again. It wasn't too rough last time. Where's the destination?
it's a small island that I can't remember the name of at the moment.
Black Shark.
Black Shark.
Black Shark Island. There's have you heard of it?
No.
No, well there is do you remember our friend Mr. Paycard tried to run the show?
Yes, we remember him quite a while ago. They sort of laugh between each other. Use and sort of raise his arm.
Yeah, that's the chap. His family's in town and they've commissioned us to do a little job to go and well, you know, the usual, go save the day, rescue anyone that needs rescuing, kill half a dozen men, sail the ship back.
Look at each other. It sounds like work we could do. You presume there'll be trouble for the ship, or
No,
is that mainly landlubbers stuff?
No, it'll be on land the fighting, I'm hoping. The information we've got, the ship shouldn't be in danger. Should be a case of my party going ashore, dealing with things on the land, and then hopefully it'll be bringing another ship back. Similar size to the Seaghost.
And how many days are you looking to travel?
Well, it's 4 days, 4 or 5 days to get there. Maybe a day or two, 4 or 5 days back. So I was thinking if we hire you for a week and then just pay day rate after that.
They sort of look at each other. Our services are two gold pieces per day. So if we're looking, we may as well say 10. Since you said it's 10 there and back. So for us two, that will be 20 gold each.
Yeah.
That suit you.
Well, I know your reputation, so yeah, I'll say I'm not going to haggle. Seems
And
fair.
who will we be sailing with?
Well, I don't know, chaps. Can you recommend anyone?
Depends what you want to spend. A more advanced, skilled crew will tide you better on rough seas. I wouldn't advise going for the young'uns. They need a bit more experience under their belts. But it's up to you. Experience costs money. We would recommend an elf for a cook. The one last time wasn't that great.
Yeah, I sailed with a dwarf cook recently, and that food was awful.
Well, this
Don't
one,
trust the dwarves
half elf.
cooking.
His name is Dende. Dende Cook.
Dende.
My name is Dende.
My name's Dende.
We could.
From Namek.
I think he would. I think he would charge around the same.
Good, and what about a captain? Where's the last chap we had? Is he around?
You provided the captain last time.
Look at me.
Yes. Well, as we're cutting a ship out, I think we'll need a captain so one can stay on one, and I, with permission from Mr. Picard, and I raise an eye, we'll bring the other one back.
We'll find a captain. We've worked under a few before.
Well, we'll also need stores, and we hope to sail as quickly as possible. So, how long will it take to arrange the stores? Do you think?
Well, the stores won't be too bad. We'll find Dende, and
Dende.
I think he'll have it stocked for in a day. The captain, maybe 2.
Okay.
And you want to sail with the sailors or the fishermen?
The sailors.
2 gold piece per day.
What?
I said hello, sailor.
2 gold piece per day for 15 of them.
That is fine. It's on expenses.
All right.
You look at me. The family gold.
Very well. We'll draw it up. We'll get on the ship. 2 days. We'll be ready to sail for you.
Okay. I'm going to give them 10 gold out my pocket for expenses. Here's 10 gold, chaps. Call it expenses just to cover the rest of your day. And I'll see you in 2 days.
We appreciate that very much. Let me just total up for you here. And you see them, they sort of begin to scratch on bits of paper like I am now. So you're hiring everyone for 10 days, aren't you? So it's 20 for those 2, 20 for the captain. I presume you're providing the bows.
More than a week.
And then we've got 15 times 2, 30. Oh, that's 30 per day, isn't it? Times 10, 300.
Deep pockets, you.
So you'll be looking at
That Picard's not there.
He's a generous man.
360 gold
Take the young.
for 10 days.
That's the steal.
I think we're going to need it. What was that? 300 and what?
360 for 10
I
days.
like them young anyway.
Oh, plus food.
Fucking hell.
10 times 10 plus 100. 460.
How much? Fucking food. 100 gold on food.
10 gold a day.
10 gold a day on food.
We don't. That's not even how much we drink there.
To suffice like 20 odd people.
Right. We will pay you
Like
half
2 copper per person.
This tower better be
before we
made
set
of-
off, and half when we return.
No, they'll want the full money before we go.
Fuck off.
Any
Sorry,
more,
I'm
and then we'll wait. Accept to wait for that.
Well, what are we going to spend it on?
Good point. We'll speak to him. You have the half now.
Yes. I just give him a 10 just to like me.
You thought you
Just
were
as a-
really
yeah.
just give it a
Just to
10.
grease the wheels. And
Just to grease the wheels. So 230 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him 230 now. I suppose we'll cover the food.
All right.
We'll split it. Well,
We have a deal,
let's go
and
from
they
his-
stand
his
and
pocket.
all the hands come together, and you shake on it. The deal is made.
I had loads of money before I started. I lost loads of that gambling game. Right, I will see you the day after tomorrow then.
Wait,
See you then.
when are we leaving? When did you say?
2 days.
20 minutes
Possible
ago.
2 days.
2 days.
I probably would have moved over to the real forge and used that for the big metal work for the ballista.
Yeah.
Just make a start.
So you're making a start on that. We're going to say you're making a piece for a ballista, so it's not too complex, and it's something that's well within your skills. So just take time. In a day, I'd probably say about 2 days labour.
I was going to say I'd say it's at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Gavin and Davin can help get her.
It depends if you want it fucked or not. So, you head out of the guild, and where's everyone else?
I'm at Gellens.
I'm on the
You're at
sea-
Gellens
sea ghost.
drinking.
Yeah, I'm on the ship, I guess.
You're sea ghosting,
Yeah.
and you're at the forge.
I've undone all the ropes and I'm just letting it drift out. Let's finish this together.
You aren't really.
So, as you, where are you going next, Stars?
I am back to the Sea Ghost, I think.
Back to the sea ghost. Very well.
As I pass Gellen's house, do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
He's like,
Roll it.
like lights flashing.
Gellen's gay.
Me and Gellens
21.
weren't fucking each other. We were fucking the women.
Also, you
That's how it starts, though.
21 on perception.
Yeah.
Let me just load up the sound phone. No. You don't hear anything from Gellen's house. However, as you're listening, just concentrating, you perceive commotion ahead. Let me just go on to the thing. So you're around Gellen's. It's coming from near the Sharkfin Bridge. You'll have to look at the map, I'll publish it, please. Oh, in fact, I think I can send it to you, can't I? One sec. There we go. So, from up the road from Gellen's large mansion on the corner, you see commotion up here. There is people crowding the street, and there seems to be a man. Actually, you can't see too much. They're crowding around something.
I'll have a walk up and have a look.
As you come up, you see a humanoid creature slung over a horse. They look tired, injured. They're almost semi-conscious as they're in the saddle, and the horse is moving up through the town with people coming up and sort of offering assistance and guiding the horse and finding out where they need to go. At this point, a few guards have come as well. You look at the person, and you recognise it to be Vertheg, the half-orc butler of Ordrek.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that the guy we...
Prince Albert.
Ordrek
Yeah.
was the one you got the box for, and he is the butler.
Do I recognise anyone else? Is anyone else? I don't know.
It's just him on the horse, and everyone else is townsfolk trying to assess the situation.
Is he riding it, or is he like slumped over? Is he slumped over riding it?
He is trying to ride it. At this point, the folk are guiding it, and he's just holding on.
What's happened, man? Are you okay?
You hear the bustling crowd, and one of the women is like, "They were attacked! They were attacked! He needs to see Anders. We're taking him there now."
I'll come with you. Where's the prince? Where's Ulbrich?
And you just hear like a couple of commotion around. You don't really get a clear answer to that. Verteg at this point is not speaking. He's just concentrating on staying conscious. You follow the procession as it leads to Ulbrich's manor. As the gates open, a couple of the guards help him down and support him as he walks towards the door. At this point, he begins to regain some consciousness. You just hear him muttering to himself, "So quiet. We didn't see him coming. Anders." And as he gets to the door, Scarin opens it and sees him, and immediately comes out and brings him inside. He begins to shut the door on you.
I push it open. I'll help you, and I pick him.
Okay. He lets you grab the other side. Come on in. We'll take him into the room, into the what's the best room in a house? Come, drawing room. We'll take him into the drawing room. Come.
Living room.
And he takes him in to where you'd had your meeting and where you got your box. And is he injured? Is he hurt? What's happened?
I don't know. He's just coming to town like this. He's mentioning. I think someone mentioned they'd been attacked. I don't know where the prince is.
He shouts to someone to fetch Anders, and he immediately pours a large drink and begins to tend to Verteg. You can see he's in bad shape. Now he's sat down and not riding the horse. He's got a laceration across his chest, which seems to have semi-closed but still looks quite fresh. He's bruised, but he looks like he's been ruffled up quite bad.
If only Picard was here, we have a paste for this.
Anders comes into the room. My gosh, what has happened? Stars, were you with him?
No, I saw him coming into town. He was coming across the Sharkford Bridge.
Did you do this?
And there was a crowd, and I saw him. I've helped him up here. I'm worried about the prince. He doesn't know where he is.
At this point, Verteg sort of looks up to the room. Everybody's dead.
Oh shit.
Everybody.
Dun dun dun.
Everybody.
Am I dead?
Anders
ghosts now.
turns to you.
Ghost of Saltmarsh.
Sal. Are the others with you?
No, I can fetch them though.
Bring them. We must send out. We must see if there's anybody left. I will get information from him now.
Nice.
If you can send one of your servants to the blacksmith shop and get the dwarf, I'll go to the ship and get the others.
Okay.
You're not there. Get the dwarf.
We'll
Send in the dwarf.
we're ready
Operation
horses.
Human Shield.
We're ready horses. And so you leave. You head to get the others. As you're working on the ballista, a worried serving girl comes. Mr. Scarrick.
Is that better? Aye, that's me.
Better or worse?
Aye, what's the problem?
Mr. Anders has asked for your immediate attendance, please.
Oh, 1 second, let me just put this aside then. And, I'll just
Come,
go
follow
off
me.
my work and stuff.
I run to Gellen's house and knock on the door.
Stop hanging. Put your pants on.
The waiting girl comes to the door. Yes, Mr. Stars.
Is Ozzy still here?
He's still there, or have you left?
I'm still there.
I believe he's in the study.
I barge past him and walk in,
The boudoir.
and
She lets you pass.
and barge the door opens the study and find
Oh!
I would imagine,
Oh, hi!
from Gellen's perspective, you find Ozzy and Gellen sat around a table, at least halfway through a large bottle of.
Halfway through a large woman.
Tiny one.
Halfway through a line.
Like a large bottle of spirits, and just like laughing and regaling in stories and.
And that's when the bartender said to me, "Get out, you bard!" And I am a bard. What?
Was it Prince Oberyn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prince Oberyn's been attacked.
He's dead.
He's possibly dead.
What?
The prince has been attacked. His servants up at. Fucking hell, if I can remember
Gellen's
his names.
house?
No,
Anders.
Anders' house.
Yeah.
Anders.
He wants assistance. I'm getting the others.
Gil, do you know anything about this?
No, not at all. It's the first I've heard of it. Sounds like you better go, Jack. Are you finishing that one?
Nope.
That's my boy.
See you around, good old chap.
Farewell. To women and money.
That's the one. And the drugs, don't forget the
As
drugs.
the door shuts, you hear, and we have neither.
What?
So you leave.
What's going on? You found, who did you find? Verteg?
Yeah, he was on a horse, badly beaten and injured. He was saying that they've been attacked. Their party was attacked, and they're all dead. He's up at Anders' house now.
Oh, dead. Oh, shit.
I'll get Mr. Picard and he's pissed.
Don't call me that.
Where are you?
I'm on the ship. Finger in the ropes.
Mr. Picard, Mr. Picard.
Let's go get him.
It's like an episode of Lassie. You'll regroup.
What is it, boy?
You'll regroup at Anders' house, and as you get back, all arriving at a similar time, you see
Oh, look, there's the door.
some of Anders' personal guard have mounted, and they're ready to ride out. There's 5 guards. There's Skerrin, who is now wearing simple leather armor. They have packs, and there is 4 horses next to them. As you walk up the drive, Anders comes out. Will you ride with my men? They ride out to seek if anybody is left. Oh, who is this?
This is Miss Lockwood,
Some scum.
my sister.
Bad luck to have a woman aboard.
And she's will she be riding too?
She'll
She'll
ride
take
up.
my horse. I've got Mildred. Can't remember what I call her.
Will it keep up?
Why?
Very well.
Thank you, Scarrick.
That will make it better.
It's Wargoat.
We must ride out now. I will not be able to join you. I have to tend to business here, but Scarron will go on my behalf. My guards
Seems a
will.
bit suspicious.
My guards will follow, and please just let me know if there's anything you find.
Will do.
Vertic has said they're about a day's ride out. When
Day's ride. I hope we're
The-
not gone too
I'll
long.
do it in a half a day.
when the carriage was attacked, and he's the only survivor.
Okay.
Right, well, if you see our crew waiting for us at the ship, tell them we'll be 15 minutes.
I will cover the cost of the crew if they need an extra day.
Well, that's very kind.
Thank you.
Yes.
I haven't told any of you how much it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how much that'll be.
Yeah. Remind me to remind you of that later.
Yes, we'll discuss this later.
So, let's change.
There's somebody at the door.
Yeah.
Somebody at the door.
It's our pizzas.
I did that. So is now a good break to order the pizza?